Hungary versus Australia. Oh my god, I am so excited. We have Mr. Zaxxon from Team Hungary and Barbecue Boss from Team Australia heading up in a best of 3. This is our longest game so far, perfectly fitted for the grand final. Now, there is a twist that will be announced to the players at the end. We are yet to know what that is. However, it soon will be revealed after this match is completed. But with that, I'm going to hop over to the boys in Discord and we'll see how they're feeling. Mr. Zaxxon, Barbecue Boss, how you both feeling?
Feeling great, mate.
Mr. Zaxxon?
Feeling good, feeling ready.
Feeling good. Are you ready for the Siege 1v1 World Cup Grand Final?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh.
Let's go.
Where's the energy, Mr. Zaxxon? Come on! Alright. Well, without further ado, we are going to go hop over into the map Vetoes. I've both sent you a link. Hop in there, and we're going to start banning our maps. Now, how I believe it works is you're both going to ban a map each twice. Then you'll get an opportunity to pick one map each. Then you will ban twice. No, ban once. And then the last map remaining will be the decider. Alright? So, we're going to hop over to the thing. Barbecue Boss, you were lucky to get the first map ban. Go ahead whenever you're ready and do your first ban.
We're getting rid of Bank, man.
Yep. Fair enough, fair enough. Bank is a very, very big map. Compared to some of the others, especially with that last one, a 1v1, that totally makes sense. Mr. Zaxxon, back over to you.
I'm gonna get rid of Chalet.
Chalet. Ooh, that's what the Barbecue Boss, big man, beat Ireland on in a 7-0 absolute wipe. So I completely understand why you got rid of that one. Barbecue Boss, back to you, man.
Right. We're going to be getting rid of Cafe, because it's just a terrible 1v1 map.
Valid, valid. All
Agreed.
the spawn peaks.
It's just like no entries to the top floor.
First round is just sort of wiped off the board when you're on top floor. Completely understand. Mr. Zaxxon, what's your next ban? I mean, yes, ban. Sorry.
Yeah, let's be clear. This isn't the favorite.
Fair
This
enough.
one.
So I believe this next one is a pick. Is that correct? Does it say that on your screen, Bobby Boss?
Yes, it is a
Okay,
pick.
yeah,
Okay.
awesome.
All right, I'm going to be picking Fortress.
Fortress. Ooh. I think it's a pretty good map. It's an interesting one to 1v1 on. You played it the other day against America. So you will be sort of favored on that, as we can see at a strong performance. Mrs. Zaxxon, what map are you going to be picking?
Well, I kind of felt good on the labs last time, so let's see what we can figure there.
All right, my
Labs
ban
picks, back to ban.
is
W.
going to be banning Clubhouse. Do that.
Clubhouse. Okay. Interesting. Concert or border for the decider. Mr. Zaxxon, it's over to you to pick what you want to play.
Well, if it comes down to the third map, it will, actually.
Yeah.
I'm quite confident.
I think it will.
Let's go full circle and check out border.
Border. This is the map we have seen the most out of every single map. It seems to be what we want. 1v1 favorite outside of Oregon. Here are your maps. Pick your sides, guys. I think it's back to you. Barbecue, does it let you pick your side?
Wouldn't let me pick, but
I think it's mine.
It's yours, sorry, Zaxxon, yep. I will be for his map, and that should go back
Alright.
to you.
yep. I'm picking defense.
Defense. Awesome. And
And then I'm
then,
going to pick for border. I'm going to pick attack.
awesome. Alright, and now Mr. Zaxxon, your overtime on labs. What do you want to be? Labs and border. You get to overtime pick on.
Okay, labs overtime. think I'm gonna pick attack.
Ooh, okay. Attack on labs. And border.
Border, I would go defense.
Defense. And then barbecue for your overtime on fortress. Barbecue? Barbecue got caught away, it sounds like. We just have to wait a second, chat. I'm very sorry. Barbecue, big man, barbecue.
Yep.
Yo.
I'm back. What's up?
That's okay.
Sorry.
Oh, no, you're okay. Overtime on fortress. What are you picking?
I'm gonna pick defense.
Defense. Okay, let me write that down because we've got a little bit more going on here than we did previously. So, whoopsie. Let's put this one over here. So we got first map is fortress. Defense starting Mr. Zaxxon on def. OT is you pick bar defense on fortress.
Yes.
No,
No, it was
overtime.
it-
Mr. Sorry, barbecue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I pick
yeah.
defense.
And then labs, it's Mr. Zaxxon on attack. OT
Yep.
was your pick. Oh wait, no. Wait, did I get that wrong?
No, you got it right, man.
No. I just who picked OT? Yeah, wait. No. I got it wrong because Mr.
I think I
Zaxxon-
picked OT on border, but I also picked a map.
Yeah, you picked sorry, no, it was your OT pick on Fortress, sorry, not fuck, sorry, excuse me. Did you pick attack on Fortress, Barbecue?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so sorry, your OT pick on Fortress, Mr. Zaxxon, I'm sorry, I got it wrong. What side do you want to
I think I'm gonna go defense on OT.
Okay, sorry, that's what confused me. Alright, so now it's your OT pick on labs, Barbecue, sorry.
We're just gonna full steam attack, man.
Okay.
Let's run the attack.
Attack. Sorry, attack. I'm just writing down the opposite of what you're saying. Okay. And then for border, it's back to OT pick from Mr. Zaxxon, and you picked attack. No, it's back to barbecue for OT. Sorry. So.
We'll go attack again then.
Okay.
Easy as.
OT.
Full
attack.
offense.
Okay, so just to reconfirm, I'm gonna say Mr. Zaxxon for the regular starting amount, and then I'm writing OT as barbecue's position. So on Fortress, you have Mr. Zaxxon starting on defense, and OT you're on attack, barbecue.
Yeah.
Labs, Mr. Zaxxon starting on attack, barbecue you OT start on attack. Border, Mr. Zaxxon starting on defense, OT barbecue starting on attack. And that's right because Mr. Zaxxon picked labs and the side of labs, and barbecue you picked the side of fortress and border. So
Yep.
wait, is that right?
Yeah, you got it, man.
Did I?
Yeah.
Yes. No, you
I
picked.
picked the,
No, you
I
picked.
picked labs, the map. So
You picked the
I
lab
think
map,
it
so you
was.
picked you picked the side on. Fuck, so confusing. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I should have written it down as we're going. So Fortress is the first pick, and then Labs is the second pick. So you picked the Fortress barbecue, and then
Yep.
Zaxxon picked the side.
Yeah.
Labs was picked by
Yep.
Zaxxon. You picked the side.
Yeah.
And then Border was picked by they banned Mrs. Zaxxon banned Cons, and then
Yeah.
you
That's
picked
fair.
the side on that. So you picked attack on Border, and Mr. Zaxxon got to pick OT on Border and Fortress, and you picked OT on Labs. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. That's all, and you picked it all, and that's what we picked, and it's good, and it's written down, and it's in the chat now. Okay. Cool. Oh my god, far out, bro. I need an animated graphic in future. Anyway, with that, guys, we are going to our first map of the day. Fortress. Oh my god. And we are going to be having... I need my sheet up. Mr. Zaxxon on defense. Barbecue Boss on attack starting, and OT attack. First team on attack is blue team. Barbecue starts on attack. Okay. Oh! Custom team names. Team Australia versus Team Hungary. Oh my god. Okay, sorry chat. Thank you for putting up with that. Holy brain fart. Here we go. Alright. We have come a long way from the quarterfinals. We have played 7 different matches, except one of them was forfeited. This has been the first inaugural Siege 1v1 World Cup. You two are the only finalists. The next 3 hours, if we go for 3 maps, will be an absolute statement of time. For this is the first time anyone has ever done a Siege 1v1 World Cup. And hopefully we can continue them. Thank you for being a part of history in this channel. Hopefully there'll be more. And I hope you've had a good and enjoyable time so far. But with that, the rivalry must continue. And we will be starting this game when you two are ready. You two both ready?
Ready.
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, I'm
Please
hopping
hop
in the other
into
call.
Alpha and Bravo corresponding to team left and team right. Let's get this, guys. So
Let's
Mr.
get
Jackson,
this
Bravo.
going.
Bravo, Bravo. Let's get this chat. Holy! Panda, I got diced up this game. Okay, that is unfortunate. Will it be 3rd place game? Unfortunately not, because Crazy Gamer didn't respond. I'm sorry. This first ban! Thorn! Coming out is interesting. We haven't seen a Thorn ban yet throughout this tournament, but makes complete sense. Thorn is a terrible operator, have to verse. Ooh, we got the trap bans. Interesting. Okay. The first pick, Barbecue hopping on the Deimos, an absolute staple for 1v1s. And Mr. Zaxton back on his absolute signature Aruni. Deimos is a incredibly difficult operator to counter in 1v1s, especially on maps where you have so much soft flooring. Deimos can get a ping, which is probably what he's looking to do in this drone phase. He needs that ping. If he doesn't get that ping and loses both his drones, he will not be able to track a Rooney, and this util will be completely useless. Barbecue's not on the F2 because it is Deimos. He has the AK-47. You're thinking of Snake. Gets the ping. That's all he needs. It's okay if he loses his drone now. Oh my god. It's gone, but that doesn't matter. Rooney Gate's going out. And it won't let me swap to Barbecue. Alright. Barbecue going for a rappel top floor. Looks like we're going to a Dorms take here. No, straight to Horse Door. Getting aggressive. Getting the nade in case there is barbed wire on the door and he might just run in here. Here's the explosion. Decides not to rotate. Already being targeted. The barricade was not taken down. Aruni aware of the position of the Deimos because the Deimos track is a two-way street here. The shots going out on McZaxon. Throws the drone, sees the rotate. Mr. Zaxton watching, ready. He's going in for a plant. He knows where the player is. But he doesn't know if he gets the shots off. Barbecue Boss tagging up his opponent. Hits the shot! Oh my god, that was intense. I just had to watch that from a distance and not say anything. I'm quivering. A brilliant shot from Hungary Mr. Zaxton taking round 1. That's the first round 1 taken that we've seen against Australia. Australia has only lost 2 rounds so far in this tournament. 7-0ing Ireland. 7-2ing United States. Mr. Zaxton and Barbecue are going to be an absolute fearsome matchup today. Running the Aruni DMR Crutch versus the F2 Crutch. Some of the best guns in this game at the moment. It's kind of what you've got to do when you're in these situations. It doesn't matter what gun it is, because the other will just be playing another. That will be another crutch, you know? Whether it be the TCSG, the F2, a DMR, a close range shotgun. It could be anything. Bang, 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 bang. Head gone. Swapping to the ace because he sees his main dorm's wall's gone. Maybe he's looking to open some quick pressure and rotate just to keep that Aruni guessing. Barbecue for the first time forced into a slower playstyle than he's used to. Barbecue has been taking map control from the start of the round, all at start. Third place against Nutty, potentially, but you'd have to sort of do a 1v1v1 against OAP as well. Alright. And Gert Nelius, a 1v1v1. But I haven't heard from Gert Nelius, so I'm not sure. Alright. Ace taking this Dorm's bedroom control here, getting the ace charge, getting the wall open, and going prone. Going for a cheeky little drone. And this is the first time that a drone has been pulled out by Barbecue Boss at all. Accidentally mistimes his drone with the ace charge. Loses all his info. Is now down to the gunfight. Mr. Zaxxon holding that long angle into Dorms. All it takes is for one little pixel of his head to come around the corner when Ace isn't ready for it, and the round will be over. Goes for a swing, goes for a crouch. Maybe sees the shots come out. Tries to swing around and catch the Aruni off guard. And does, and he hits the shot! Playing close angles, second round, going to Barbecue Boss. 1-1 on the board. Big W's for Team Australia. It's dead even right now. Sneaking in. By the way, everyone who's in the chat right now, welcome to the stream. If you're new here, make sure to leave a follow for more content. 7-1 Barbecue, you will have to see. Did we run a prediction? If not, I will start one now. Oh wait, Mod Chelsea's on it already. Oh my god, W Mod Chelsea. Going for the Capcan this time. Interesting work. Maybe trying to get a cheeky pick like he did on Nutty back on border in the quarterfinals. Worked once, why can't it work again? Looking to get rid of this drone. Because he knows if he runs the Dokkaebi, well, Dokkaebi's banned, but he runs the Deimos, then he's going to be in trouble. Barbecue doesn't get the ping off on Capcan. So as long as he suits both drones and he doesn't get the ping, Barbecue Boss's utility will be useless. Still running the Deimos here. Oh, he did get the ping off. That's my bad. Oh, because he could have seen the utility as well. A bad name from Barbecue. Misses both. Not quite sure what the goal was there, but here we are. Goes to the scan. He is on soft floor, so he needs to watch out here. The way he's versing a Capcan. You need to stay behind your hard walls. Goes through pre-fire on the Deimos. Season repositioning 2 games door here. Catches the Capcans off. Almost gets hit by pre-fire. Runs in! And Capcan hits the swing, hits the shot. Deimos running in with his pants down. Capcan going for a wide swing. Picks up round 3. 2-1 now to Team Hungary in the lead. Oh my god, we have never seen Team Australia caught off guard this much before. Wow. Brilliant, brilliant plays from Team Hungary. Wow, Mr. Zaxxon, W. So far looking like an absolute close game. The final bans coming in for this half of this game, the Aruni and the Deimos, much expected, both being pulled out as crutches for either player. Barbecue Boss potentially going for a more reserved play now that he's been caught off guard with those aggressive plays. Trying to look out for the drone because Mr. Zaxxon knows how important that early game information is. If you can shoot the drones, it's a wasted time on the other player. I think it looks like Barbecue's Forgotten Sights do reset, and his army, Mr. Zaxxon, is able to make it all the way back to Chiefs and Bathroom. Loses the drone. That's the information off the board for Barbecue. Only half of his drone arsenal now available to him. for utilization. The Azami bunker strat. This is going to be exciting to see. Making those one-way Azami barricades might be a little bit scary for Ash, but the Ash is a good pick. Going for an Eagle Rush here, all the way at the top of Eagle Stairs. I don't think Mr. Zaxxon is aware of the player being here. Potentially going straight in and getting a cheeky little sneaky plan off. Ash walking in. Gets rid of the Azami barricade. And goes for the redrone. Doesn't see the Azami head poking over. Sees the Azami. Almost loses the drone. And just going for the one-way challenge, the swing. Doesn't know the Azami's repositioned on the left side here. Holding the angle, but he doesn't know where the Ash is. Looking at the wrong side. Goes for the pre-fire and hits the shot. Mr. Zaxxon did not expect the Ash to be coming from the Eagle side. He thought he might be coming from the more predictable Museum Horse side. W round 2 going to Barbecue. Mr. Zaxxon just putting his crosshair on the wrong side of the wall, unfortunately. Misguessing the position of the Ash. 2-2. A fast-paced game. We are moving through this game. Oh my god. Holy. Talk about 1v1. Didn't see this Ash. Okay. Bet. Going for Capcan traps. Going for the scatter around the map strat versus the concentrate in one position strat. Potentially wise, given that Ash was able to get a lot of those. Sorry, no, the Deimos was able to get a lot of those Capcans off the door frames early on. If you can hit 1 or 2 just on the way, Sophia now being what a 2-speed can only tank 2 of those, not 3. A 1-speed is able to tank 2 Capcans. A 2-speed is not. Sophia going for a quick why can't I swap to Zoe. A quick rush from main side this time, going for that same bottom eagle push, potentially using the Zocan. No, goes for the gun. Potentially Capcan hearing that play. Zoe's already in 2 minutes 40, looking for those Capcans. Wise. Capcan is looking for the Sophia play, but might get caught off guard while stuck on drones. Right there, that he hears the camera taken off, sees him, but Capcan! Holy, what a shot from Mr. Zaxxon! Far out! Talk about aim! Mr. Zaxxon with a nasty flick straight to the head, removes Sophia from the lobby, and takes the round for himself. Sitting the Sophia down immediately. Holy, Mr. Zaxxon locked in. Tied scoreline. Oh my god. What a player. What a game. Boggy Boss running that Ash again. I understand the speed, but Mr. Zaxxon is a contemplative, thoughtful player. Do not sleep on Mr. Zaxxon. Going for a Hammam room hold. Rarely seen on Fortress. Hammam room is what is the least played map. Sorry, least played site. Here's the drone. Sees it. Goes for the shot. Bam! It's gone. Lost the info. Only 1 drone less on Ash. But it doesn't matter because Ash seems to be in the building pretty quickly. Know exactly what operators to ban when playing Mr. Zaxxon. Capcan and a Rooney. Going for the ace play this time. Potentially going for the exterior wall open. Knows the player is playing Hammam room, which is a big advantage because sometimes just not knowing that the site is here is a huge disadvantage for many. Gets the exterior wall. This is why Hammam room is one of the least played maps. There is an exterior wall straight to the bomb site. Very rarely is there a site like this where you can just walk in to a room and plant, right? There's not that many. Clubhouse, Consulate are a few maps that have that. Doesn't hear the shot. Gets tagged! Capcan tagging up the ace outside the wall. Holding a tight angle on this wide swing. Can ace know that the player's sitting on the right side? Picking the right side for the head ults is huge when taking a gunfight. Goes to the swing, but oh my god! Oh my god! This is the first time we have seen a significant lead against Australia. Holy, Mr. Zaxxon popping off, taking the 4-2 half. On defense. Team Hungary. Oh my goodness. Mr. Zaxxon, I didn't know you could do this. You are crazy, my guy. Slow down. Brutal. However, this map is considered a defender-sided map, so we'll see if that is just a result of the map or if that plays no significance in a 1v1 situation. Barbecue running the Legion. The T1 is a gun that we have seen him on many a time. Or is it a T5? What's the gun called? Someone tell me what Legion's gun called. I think it's called the T1, right? And the Snake. Wow. What's the ping difference? 60. It's as close as we can get, unfortunately. So it's about the same as someone in Perth versus Melbourne. Actually, it's not. It's more like someone in Hungary and someone in Australia. Barbecue picking up the thing, but remembers that Legion has lost his super shorty, so there are no rotates available with the Legion. Looks like Mr. Zaxxon going purely for the gun skill here. Rocking, is that what is that obsidian on the T1? All right. Mr. Zaxxon going for a very standard push up from the fountain spawn. Why is Oryx? This is why Oryx playing the Legion. The Bailiff is a very good option, especially in the 1v1s. The utility less so. Looking for the player on the roof. Snake just clearing the whole map by himself. Knows it's clear, but knows that the briefing room is too far out of range to be able to find someone on the alert scanner. Knows there's a player nearby, but doesn't hit the scan yet. The Legion, aware of the player potentially coming from the dorm side of the map, is taking a slower approach. Immediately we can see the difference of playstyles between Mr. Zaxxon and Barbecue. By this time, Barbecue was planting. How crazy. Absolute gunner walking in, unaware that Mr. Zaxxon is holding anything, knows the Legion is playing a nearby on horse, but he is taking his time, making a Barbecue guess every move. Nades the Legion, knows the Legion's playing close, but he's Snake. He can pull out that Snake gadget and find his exact position. He is scared that the Legion might swing him here, but we are back to a stalemate, holding angles. Here's the player swinging out, goes for the pre-fire, and hits the shot! Holy Mr. Zaxxon! The gun skill! Unfortunate pre-fire from Barbecue Boss. Loses his head 5-2. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What a game. What a game. Holy Mr. Zaxxon. Going crazy. Going for the Denari, potentially the Scorpion here being a choice to help improve the swings. More bullets means higher chance of a headshot. It also means area denial, potentially a bit more of a bunker setup here for Barbecue compared to his previous plays, which have been a little bit more aggressive and a little bit more off-site. Last round with the Legion. Looking to see what operator he is going to be versing. Mr. Zaxxon getting his drone deep into horse. Potential good information to be used later. Going for a push from the front side of the map. Barbecue looking for players on cams here. Here's the player coming up to mezzanine, gets a ping, doesn't know where he is, realizes that the sound is coming from the roof and needs to reposition. For this player is going for a new tower push. Trying to see if the player might be going for a little late round flank up the ladder, but catches the head on the Denari there, sitting top Eagle Museum Hall. Baits with the double barricade break and repositions to horse door. Barbecue aware as he's able to hear the player, but the snake can find the player on the scanner. An absolute stalemate between a barricade. Both players know they're there. Goes to the pre-fire. Doesn't hit anything. Mr. Zaxxon repositioning to the museum window. Whilst Barbecue is back into bathroom. Minute 52 on the thing. Absolute Tyrrell. Hungary's Tyrrell. Wow. These are some words that I have not heard before. Wow. Brilliant, big vocabulary. Sees that the side's clear and knows he can jump in. Barbecue all the way back deep inside. Then goes to the... Okay. Sauce. No, I'm kidding. It's probably just a coincidence. Eyeballs. Needs to find this player. This is what happened previously. This is why Mr. Zaxxon lost rounds, is he was too slow. Too tortoise in the hare. Not quite fast enough that the clock ended up backfiring him. Finds a Denari inside of bathroom. And almost hits the wall bang! Mr. Zaxxon goes to the swing of the knife. He's ahead, but Barbecue Boss is just quicker. What a shot from Barbecue Boss. Bringing round 9 to, or round 8, apologies. 3-5 on the board. Bringing it back for Team Australia. Wow. Good shot from the Denari there. Mythological bird who's very present in ancient Hungarian stories. Wow. Aren't you studying like a history at uni, Penguins? Is that what you said? So you must be an expert in ancient history. Back to... Oh, for the first time actually. Dorms. Not opting for the extension into a vending. Rather closing it off. Interesting. Who built the pyramids? Good question. Wow. Drone in behind the mattresses, sees the player in dorms, but he wants to potentially see who he is versing here. Realize it's the Fenrir. Area denial. That is what we need. Barbecue Boss reading Mr. Zaxxon well. If he can slow him down... Drop bear. We have the drop bear versus the Tyrrell. Both ancient creatures from their respective countries. Okay, Mr. Zaxxon playing the Zofia. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Zofia having the big buff as of late, getting 3 impact and concussion canisters. Up from 2 of each. Huge util. Literally 66% increase. Crazy work. Hopefully, we'll be able to use it somehow to the advantage. Unfortunately, these Fenrir FNATs are very difficult to shoot unless you can see them, especially if they're above a doorway. Making it very hard for Mr. Zaxxon to contest a gunfight here. Potentially going for the dorms wall open. Mr. Zaxxon has rotated now, watching vending window. Barbecue Boss just chilling inside, waiting for the Zofia to potentially make a play. Here's the Zofia now opening up the dorms wall and repositions to see if the player would be swinging. Mr. Zaxxon very, very calmly backing off from the dorms wall. Goes for the top main window, creating a little bit of phantom pressure for the Fenrir. Not sure where Zofia is coming from. A minute 30 on the board, sees the Fenrir crossing games, nearly gets a shot off, but does not land any, unfortunately. Repositions an FNAT on the breach, making it very difficult. Goes to the wallbang, so very close to the player in games. Here's the FNAT activate, knows that he can't actually jump in here. Sees if he can break it with the impact, and he gets it! Very tactical. Goes to the jump in. Concusses himself. Almost dies to the head as he set him open. Barbecue Boss ready to win this gunfight. The Zofia getting affected by this FNAT, making him very disorientated. The players only with 1 wall between the both of them. Goes to the plant. Gets off. Baits it. The Fenrir and the Zofia in a stalemate. Head to head around a corner. Trying to bait out the plant. Gets off it. Zofia goes for the shot. Sees if he can sneak around behind. Holding the angle. Who hits the shot? Barbecue. Oh, losing it out to Hungary. The crouch shot wallbang from Mr. Zaxxon. Holy. Bang, bang, bang. And we are on to match point. FYI team. This is Barbecue Boss's map pick. This is a best of 3. So this doesn't win the game, but it certainly gives you an advantage. After this, we will be going into Night Haven Labs. Fender off the board, very responsible decision. But it doesn't matter. Because Mr. Zaxxon has, you know, won the round against the operator despite the utility. Brilliant work from Mr. Zaxxon. Very, very tight game here. Very tight game. Expecting a lot out of Australia given the last 2 dominant games. Mr. Zaxxon potentially ending this game with a bit of a show. The Ying pick is going to be interesting. This show match, this matchup is going to be absolute cinema between these 2 players. It's so quiet. Everyone is tense. Patches the drone out. That's information gone from Barbecue. Sorry, from Mrs. Zaxxon. Going for the bandit, trying to close all these walls so that the Ying cannot push in. Very smart from Barbecue. Going for a bit of a bunker hold. Trying to wait for the player to rotate in. The Ying opting for the smokes instead of the secondary, the tin cans. What ranks are these guys? Barbecue Boss is a champ player, diamond player. And Mr. Zaxxon is an emerald player. Holy unk chat. Alright. Well. Drop pair on top. I love the rivalry. Bandit going for a little bit of a pre-fire through this vending window. Rotating back to site, trying to go for a bit of aggression despite the more slow-paced gameplay that he's opted for compared to previously. Barbecue's still getting on the aggressive. It'll be interesting to see what is going to happen this round. Sees the bandit sitting Dorm's wall. Maybe can get a pre-fire off through this window. Goes for it. Bandit repositions. Almost. Goes for the museum door here, the horse door. Bandit over a cheeky little aggressive peek. Potentially unwise. But a minute 40 now. A minute 20 counted off the board. Sees the bandit there. Very strong drone position. Taking in the horse control. He walks up to the hallway thinking the bandit might be walking up. Goes to the Ying Candela. Very wise. The bandit swinging out here. Potentially getting the shot off and does. Barbecue Boss hanging on for another round. Catching the Ying on the swing with the utility out. You have to be ready for those plays. Mr. Zaxxon, you have to be ready for the plays. Nice try, nice try. 2 more rounds to take us to overtime. If we see overtime, then it just tells you how intense this matchup will be. Keep it nice in the chat, please. Keep it nice. Heated rivalry, but keep it nice. Okay. Wow. For the first time this game, we are seeing... First time ever. Oh. Why does it sound muted? Barbecue... Mr. Zaxxon has opted for the Deimos. Previously, he has not run the Deimos before. Heated rivalry pause. I said what I said. The rotate coming out. The Glaive 12 opting for utilization for the first time ever because no one uses the Glaive 12. Unfortunately, it is a terrible shotgun. Drone inside of bedroom. This is going to be huge. Going for the spawn peak on the stairs. This is our first spawn peak of the game and one of the first of the series. The last one coming from Barbecue Boss himself back on Chalet. Just to remind you all, the rules in this are purely no shield, no boss G, no Kali sniper. Kali sniper can be used on a door frame, but not a player. It is so intense. Mr. Zaxxon looking for the player because I don't know if he got the scan off. If he has the scan off, he actually doesn't need to scan them. He can just ping the utility if that is what he is looking for. Trying to find the player to a minute off the clock now, and he's not even in the building yet. Doesn't get the ping off, but you do not need to actually ping him. You can see ping, yellow ping, the utility gadget to be able to get the notification of the player. I wonder if he knows this, or if he's going to sacrifice another drone when he had the opportunity to get it. He misses it. Unfortunately, the Deimos is completely utility is completely useless this round. Going into a 1v1, looking for the player. Shoots the pipe down. Tries to shoot through it. Doesn't realize it's actually reinforced. Mr. Zaxxon unaware of the position of the Denari here. Not sure what angle Denari's playing. Hits the shots, and Barbecue Boss is low. Decides to fall back to site. Both players dealing and trading damage, but Barbecue coming off worse. The AK-47 having a mean punch. Sitting now bedroom. He's gonna play soft on site. 40 seconds left on the clock. The Deimos has not realized that Denari has rotated to site. 35 seconds left. Coming down onto the clock. The Denari sitting just off site. The Deimos trying to walk in, but doesn't realize that the Deimos can't actually walk in because of those Denari gadgets. He's used both nades. Doesn't know where the Deimos is. He can't walk inside as long as the Denari does not give away the pick here. The Deimos cannot enter site and cannot plant. 15 seconds left on the clock. The time is counting down. He doesn't know where this player is. Thinks he's sitting in horse. He's not. He's actually inside, but if he walks in, he will die to the Deimos. The Denari is sitting on the other side of the map. The Deimos realizes that if he walks through here, it is GG's. Deimos picking up, Barbecue Boss picking up another round. 5-6, one round of taking it to overtime. Oh my god, only on 10 HP. Denari is somehow able to clutch that because the information is not there. If Mr. Zaxxon knew that he could ping those Denari gadgets, that round would have looked a lot different. We're getting drop bears on top in chat. Spam. Team Australia, the icon, the representative of the mascot of the drop bear versus the mascot of the Tyrrell from Hungary. Barbecue now opting for the first time in this game to go down into kitchen and medbay. Sorry, cafeteria. Unlike Mr. Zaxxon, he is not opting for the Hammam Room hold. However, he did play Hammam Room in the last game on Fortress against North America. Gets the ping off. He now can play the Deimos, and the utility will work. He only needs one round. Just remember, we were down to 3-6. 2 rounds have been pulled back on the verge of overtime. Barbecue Boss going to send it into the next round with the spawn peak. The Deimos walking up, takes it slow, doesn't expect it, goes wide. The Denari hears that and doesn't know, and it's close, and it's close. He's potentially aware of the spawn peak. Oh, does a quick peek. Oh my god. You can tell the spawn peak because you can see some of that wooden barricade still littered on the floor after it is opened. The Deimos now actually able to get a ping out and chase this Denari into sight. Holding the long angle. Who's going to win? The Scorpion or the Deimos pistol? Trying to go for the headshot. An absolute tense 1v1. Gun versus gun. Player versus player. Angle versus angle. The prone coming out. Getting the swing, but Barbecue Boss hits the shot onto Deimos and takes it to overtime. The quick one-tap prone P-Fire. Oh my god. We are seeing at least 14 rounds, if not 15. The 6-3 lead being lost by Hungary. We are now going back to attack and defense. The starting that we started at the start of this game. We set it up. We did it. So barbecue on the attack. Now, if we remember, Mr. Zaxxon did win defense 4-2. So the advantage here is to Mr. Zaxxon. Opting for the Hammam room hold. Interesting play. Maybe hoping the wild card aspect of the site helps him win this round. Barbecue Boss opting for the Twitch, knowing that the Capcan could be played given the frequency in the last rounds. Capcan looking for the site, realizes that he has not gone top 4. An interesting downstairs Hammam room hold. Very, very interesting. We rarely see this site, yet we have seen it more frequently than we have seen kitchen this game. Twitch still trying to find the site, realizes not kitchen, realizes it can only be one more site left. Decides to send it in to try and get the pick and ping the Capcan. Drone in sight. I wonder if it'll be utilized later. Capcan sitting comfortably on site. 15 seconds into the round just from droning. Getting the laundry pressure here from Twitch. He's in and he's droning. He's going to be looking for these Capcans. If he can remove these Capcans, then he can secure himself a little bit more confidence when walking through the map. Sees the Capcan and takes 5 HP off the Capcan. 1 Capcan down. Can you get another one? 1 Twitch drone down. Mr. Zaxxon lost in the laundry room. Decides to take up kitchen hallway. Getting aggressive here on the map control. Sends in another drone. Mr. Zaxxon potentially hearing that is able to. Does not see it as it sneaks underneath his crossfire. The Twitch going for the pre-fire. Knows the player's there. He swings, he swings, he swings, and hits the shot! The drone just outside of his visual perspective because of the freaking, what do you call it? The holographic sight. Oh my god, 7-6. Holy. Australia, potentially with the comeback of a century. Mr. Zaxxon needing to take this to all 15 rounds if he would want to win this game. The Denari and potentially the Deimos pick coming out again. Is that what we're going to see? The Twitch. Knowing that he probably is going to run the Denari, the Twitch is a wise pick. Opting for Commander's Office, very responsible. A very straightforward site from Barbecue Boss here. Nice and easy, nice and squeezy. Getting these Commander's Office walls reinforced. Twitch getting this Eagle Stairs presence. Trying to get a drone in sight. Potentially going to ping the operator so he can get a Deimos operator swap here. Yes or no? No. Decides to opt for the Twitch. Despite... Oh. Getting those Denaris set up. Mr. Zaxxon repelling or going new tower here. New tower. Barbecue Boss learning from his mistakes earlier in the game and deciding to take a little bit of a more slow and methodical approach. Sends in the Twitch drone, trying to get these Denaris off the doorways so he can enter the building. Because last time that was what got him very much in a sticky situation. Gets the bathroom doors. That is progress. At least he can enter bathroom now. Remember when the Twitch drones couldn't jump? I remember. I remember when they had 15 tasers and did 15 damage, and you could literally literally kill someone with a Twitch drone. Now they do 5. And then they had 10 charges. OP Twitch drone. Plus the F2 with the foregrip. OP, OP, OP. Twitch used to be the best operator in the game by far. Back in the day. Back in like year 2. Shoots the Twitch drone. Knows the player is now in new tower repositions. Sitting on this shield. This is going to be dire for the Twitch. Because Twitch has no other way to enter other than this hallway. He's going to swing. And potentially see this shield. He sees it. Denari opting for a pre-fire. And he just dodges in time. The Twitch knows he has to reposition, but he only has a minute on the clock. You can't go back up there, so you can only either jump down the Eagle stairs or jump down the ladder. Less than a minute left on the clock. Round looking like it's in the favor of the Denari. Opting for a rotate here. A smart play, but it needs to be efficient with his movement. The Twitch only has 37 seconds left in the clock. Mr. Zaxxon's forthcoming in the little rounds he did lose was time in previous games. He's repositions the Denari, so now that they cover both sides of the bathroom, so the util is still there. Very smart from Barbecue. Sitting deep in bathroom, he has 15 seconds left. You have to take this gunfight. 10 seconds left. Needs to guess where the player is. He has no info, no idea. Could be bathroom. Goes to the gamble. Goes to the swing. Misses the shot. Pre-aims. Needs to get the pre-fight, but he goes to the prone and hides, and that is round. That is game. Team Australia coming back 3-6 to take it overtime and win map 1. 8-6. Oh my god. Team Australia, what a comeback. Holy. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. What a game. Alright, chat, we're just gonna take a couple seconds. It's going to take a couple seconds to chill. This next map will be a newer one. Well, Fortress is actually pretty new. But Labs. Let's pull up. Alright, Mr. Zaxxon starting on attack. And first time on attack is Barbecue. Alright. Cool. Alright. We're going to wait for the players to return. But oh my god. Have my babies drop out. Alright. Round 1, game 1 going to the big, amazing, brilliant Australian player, Barbie Boss. I shouldn't have led with big. That insinuates things that I did not mean. I just meant like aura. Mr. Zaxxon also has aura. Mr. Zaxxon beat Nutty, a Filipino representative who himself is a gunner and has beaten me many a time in 1v1s on border 8-7. So we are going to border for our final map, potentially to the dismay of Barbecue Boss if we make it there. But the power withheld in both players is, I feel, yet to fully be shown. They both have such aura, such power. It cannot be stopped. They had to go all the way to overtime to test their strengths. I really want to see all 3 maps because that would be very, very exciting. And as we go through the maps, we will be increasing the aura exhaustion. The power level will be going up. There is a new prediction in chat, guys, if you want to predict who is going to win, Hungary or Australia, go please drop your channel points in there. You can earn some goodies. You can request some songs. You know how it is. Wow, wow, wow. How freaking exciting, chat. What is up on YouTube? BNSZ. Attila, welcome, brother. Welcome. We are doing the Siege 1v1 World Cup Grand Final. If you're new here, if you dropped in the stream, we're doing the Siege 1v1 World Cup. The World Cup for football just ended on July 20th, just under a week ago. Spain taking the W. This is now the Siege equivalent of 1v1ing, and this final is between Australia and Hungary. Would you ever see that in the World Cup? Probably not, but I'm here for it. Seeing Mr. Zaxxon play Nighthaven is going to be giving me flashbacks of my plays. If you are not aware, and if you were not tuned in for the semi-final game between Hungary and Kenya, Mr. Zaxxon won, if I'm incorrect, 7-4. Or was it 7-2? 7-4 against Kenya. Absolutely dominating the match. Brilliant plays from Mr. Zaxxon, taking it all the way to the grand final. 7-2. My apologies. An even more powerful, aura-filled performance. Okay. I just need some water, chat. I've been screaming. Wait for Mr. Zaxxon to give us an R in chat. Losing my throat, chat. Losing my throat. Had to pop 2 killers mid-game. Oh no, I hope you're okay. Oh, during your game. Oh, true. I'm sorry, I didn't realize that. Hope you're feeling better now. I know it was a week and a bit ago, but I hope you're feeling better now. Wow. This is exciting. This is so exciting, chat. So exciting. How are we moving? I had to leave the room while Nutty was playing. Is there no possible way to have Nutty replaced for the 3rd place game? Potentially. I feel a little bad for Crazy Gamer since it was his semi-final. That's all. Alright. Well, hopefully Mr. Zaxxon will be back in just 1 second and we can get game 2 kicked off. Alright. Ready? Alright, here we go, chat. Here we go. Alright. We are underway in game number 2. Labs. I messed it up. New lobby. Leave ASAP. I messed it up, bro. I messed it up, chat. I messed it up. 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 I'm sorry. I messed it up. L host. Alright. Alright. My bad. My bad, chat. My bad. My bad. Team starting on attack is... I set it to orange, but it reset itself. It reset itself, chat. I sent you an invite whenever you're ready. Just open. No, you're good. You're good. You're good. I'm sorry, chat. So, let's double check. We have Mr. Zaxton starting on attack. It says first team starting on attack is blue team, right? Blue team is on the left. First team on attack during our team. Orange team on the right, right? Defenders, right? Defenders, attack. And then attack. Yes, okay. 3, 2, 1. Begin! Okay. www map to Nighthaven Labs. I spelt the teams right. W. People starting on the right sides. My bad, chat. My bad. Okay. The mirror and the nomad ban. A mirror Denari ban. Very wise from Mr. Hungary, Mr. Zaxton on Team Hungary, because the Denari is what Barbecue Boss has been running. The Scorpion Crutch here and the Fenrir. And the mirror is very, very powerful on top floor and basement. So, very wise picks. Barbecue opting for the top floor hold here. Mr. Zaxton running the Zenari. For a very standard range hold here. Opting to close off connector and not open and rotate into connector. Very, very interesting. Mr. Zaxton needing to get this Ella pinged, so gets the util. I'm not sure if he got it off or not. We'll have to see when he loads in. Reinforcing the main breach. Option go to Zofia. Obviously, he did not get that ping off on the Ella. Mr. Zaxton going now to open up that main breach with those tin cans, those can openers. Checking for the meeting room spawn peak. Just double checking that corner that you can break the barricade open, and double checking the E-box window. Very smart, very smart. You do not want to get caught out on those side angles. Sophia being pressured by the Ella, the two Polish sisters going head to head this round. Here's the player on the E-box window and decides to rotate, maybe realizing this player is rotating all the way around a meeting. Wary of this jump out potentially from the LS. They've predicted, but Barbecue Boss hits the shot, unfortunately. the barricade was set so that the legs would be apparent for the Zofia. The barbecue boss could just shoot the head, and round 1 goes to Team Australia. Wow, wow, wow. Kicking it off with an absolute bang. The Scorpion goes brrr in round 1 for Team Australia. Holy chat spam. Holy chat spam. Round 2. Deciding to go for the Vigil. Making sure he's not running that Boss G. Okay, good. Good. Going for a basement hold this time. Barbecue Boss. Catches me yawning far out. What a L host, bro. Going for the main breach and potentially the Animus external wall here as the 2 primary reinforcements. Knows the player is downstairs. Sees the Vigil. It's going to be hard to see later on. Instantly going for a rotate upstairs potentially. Doesn't catch the drone out. Mr. Saxon has a drone in sight. Barbecue Boss unaware of where this drone is. He is hunting for it. He is hunting for it. Looking for it on Exo stairs. Doesn't see it. That Zofia is just in. That is a Barbecue Boss strat if I've seen one. Taking garage control. Knows the Vigil is probably still side here, but still slow peeks into cargo hall here. Vigil sitting sight, sitting comfortably, just waiting for the player. Potentially hearing them somewhere near cargo. The drone on site becoming very useful. Trying to see if this Vigil is on site still. Could we see... both checking cams at the same time. Not something you see too often. Sees the player right there. And potentially the Vigil saw the drone. Goes for the Animus hatch drop. He's very quick and he's in. Goes to the swing but hits the shot. Mr. Saxon winning round number 2. These quick executes always seeming to run in the favor of Mr. Saxon with an absolute brilliant shot on the Zofia there. Catching out the Vigil. Round 2 going to Mr. Saxon from Team Hungary. I wonder what our round 3 operators will be. The Zofia and the Azami potentially opting for a bit of a cheeky pixel hold. There are a few Azami setups. Oh, a storage hold. Interesting. A lot of people in rank do not play storage, but it is slept on. It is an incredibly underrated site because the entire floor of both sides are fully soft. Very much like Visa in Consulate. A lot of people play downstairs and go for a Pulse C4. And also, you can hold this vertically on top and look down into the site. So there's a lot of vertical pressure here on the defensive side. However, in a 1v1, you do not have that. Opting to not reinforce anything, Barbecue is looking for the drone. To his chagrin, he has not found it, but it doesn't matter because he's gone for a run. But Zofia is on the other side of the map and caught out that impact grenade. Much to Barbecue's chagrin. Mrs. Action going for a connector top pressure hold, trying to find the default cam, gets it, bam, it's off the board. Mr. Barbecue Boss just sitting comfortably on site, waiting for Mrs. Sophia to walk him. Mrs. Action going for a quick drone top connector terrace, top main stairs. Shoots the default cam, and I start yawning. Face clearing all of these angles, looking for this cheeky little Azami. Unsure where site is because I'm not sure I actually found it. Might think it's kitchen. Sees it's not kitchen. Joining the 4590 corridor. Sees the Azami sitting inside of game's lobby. Parked both drones on site. Or did he? Or did he? Maybe he's just set these drones up so he can execute a little bit quicker. A minute 40 left on the board. We need to get some move on and get some building entering if Zofia wants to get this round done. The Zofia cannon goes on. Doesn't know these armies right there. Doesn't check it. Goes to the pre-fire. And Mr. Zaxxon is eliminated. Barbecue Boss picking up round 3. I just choked on my water. Holy. I'm trying to get the comms out, but I'm over here dying. Oh my god. Oh my god. W Barbecue Boss. Round 3 going to Team Australia 2-1. But we saw this exact lead previously. It's not over until it's over, chat. It's not over until it's over. Zofia and a Rooney. The Rooney hasn't been played yet by Barbecue, but the Zofia has. Expected ban. The target ban's being a common play. The Scorpion still in the hands of Barbecue Boss. Penguin R bird. I'm sure it's majestic. I'm sure it's a majestic bird. Go for the top hold floor. Top floor hold. The sights have been reset now. Barbecue Boss able to feel a bit more comfortable now. He's back on the site, the top floor site. I can look now, Taz. Barbie Boss setting up these Ella mines all around site. The Snake going for a bit of a rear. Ooh, top floor. How do I... There we go. A top floor take. The Ella sitting rafters, waiting for this Snake to push. Both players now in a heated rivalry close. The Ella rotating to the E-box, but the Snake goes the other way, looking to find where this Ella is. Scan turn rotates. The Ella thinks he's playing E-box, but this Snake is entering in rafters. Goes for the swing. Oh, the Ella mine goes off. And Barbecue goes for an absolute pre-fire through those rafters walls. Going for an E-box rotate. Knowing it's probably clear because the Ella was distracted on the other side. Gets Ella mine again and pops right back out. Going all the way to meeting. The Ella is thinking he might come to this rafters door. However, the mine trickery has begun. Snake jumping at E-box. Ella hearing the player vault in. Ready for a pre-fire on this E-box door. Snake playing close, goes to the scan. Knows the players in the vicinity. And Ella repositions. Wise play. Holding the swing in. Mr. Zaxxon has to win this gunfight. A long angle, but the F2 can get the job done. Sees the walls are reinforced. But is going to use this above pressure on connector to potentially throw a nade through. But it won't do much damage as Barbecue Boss is sat deep in sight. Sees the ping on the player. He doesn't reposition and goes to the pre-fill, but Barbecue wins the gunfight. The Scorpion winning out. Absolute superior play. What brilliant work from Barbecue. Wow. Wow. Wawa a weewa, as they say. 3-1. Now this is Mr. Zaxxon's map. Australia leading the charge. 3-1. Potentially this is a defender-sided map, and this is what happened last game with the return to overtime from Barbecue Boss. Going for a kitchen hold this time instead of the storage, which he opted for last time on that third site hold. Instead of basement, actually. Now I'm thinking about it. Maybe basement isn't it. Going for the ace, potentially opening up this main kitchen wall is the strategy that Barbecue Boss will be going for. Reinforcing off the freezer wall. Barbecue Boss sitting bunk inside. Getting these Thunderbirds set up so he does not get hurt by any nades. He can heal up mid-round. Ace still looking for the player. Knows his kitchen now. Gets the bombs. Thinks the player might be on site, but it's actually just a drone. Still has information on this vending door. Knows the player is somewhere in sight. Take advantage of that information, Mr. Zaxxon. Get off the drone and go find that Thunderbird. You're still in spawn. 2 minutes, 20, 40 seconds down. Players have not entered the building, and Mr. Barbecue Boss has not left the site. Actually, I lie, he just left. Ace coming from, sees the Thunderbird, goes to this vending window. The Thunderbird repositioning, now knows that the player is sitting vending window, ready for the hop in. The Ace repositions, going potentially kitchen window here or going top floor. Goes to the top floor, E-box jump in. An interesting play, potentially for the hatch drop. This would be completely safe for him to do, as that hatch, the walls are reinforced. Barbecue Boss ready for the drop, but he gets duped. Ace doing the vert with the Ace Selma charges. Can't open up all of that much with them on the horizontal flat floors. But Barbecue Boss is ready for this drop. Sending in the drone. Hopefully he catches out the Thunderbird and knows that it is not a safe play. If he drops this, that is round over. Doesn't shoot the drone. Sees the player still in. Gets a yellow ping potentially for a bit of vert. Maybe catching out the Thunderbird from above. Rotating directly on the hatch. Shoots the drone. Unaware of the position of the Ace, patiently waiting on the vert. Here's the player rotating around, but he is just not in the right positions. Repositions, going for this main wall here. Thunderbird ready for the peek, but it is an Ace. He can open up this wall. Here's the camping shot. Gets the wall open, goes to the door. Not sure where to look now. 2 angles that he could potentially be contested from. The Thunderbird team, D in kitchen, waits for the head. And hits the shot! Holy Barbecue Boss! Taking off Mr. Zaxxon's head, moving from the lobby. A clean, quick kill with the holo from Barbecue Boss. Taking this now 4-1. Wow. An absolute steamroller so far compared to the last game. I wonder if there is. Oh my god. Oh my god, I've just seen this from Mohammed in chat. Wait, hold up. We need to put this graphic in. Thank you very much, Mohammed. Give us 1 second to save it and get it up in the disc on the OBS. But holy, how cool is that? Holy W Muhammad. Alright, and we're just gonna do a little bit of text that says new text, and it's gonna say map score, and we're gonna select font, and it's gonna be drop. Okay. And I need to watch this. Going for a spawn pick here. Playing very aggressive. Holy, we were not paying attention, chat. We're not paying attention. He goes on the drone, he goes to the run out. The pre-fire. Mr. Zaxxon's ready for it. Hits the shots. Equal health traded. Very aggressive from Barbecue Boss here. Potentially getting a little too aggressive. Mr. Zaxxon is always ready for it. Holy. What a shot from both players. Equal health now. The Deimos getting the pickup. Thinks the player might be close. Gets the Elamine off the door. But this rafters angle is very hard to contest from down there. Decides to opt to rotate to the soft wall. Potentially pre-fire here from the Ella. He rotates. Goes straight to site. No, he doesn't. He goes top floor. Top floor. And while we drone, I'm just going to quickly pop this text on screen. Chat. W Muhammad. Everyone say W Muhammad. Alright. Droning out the Ella. Sees the player deep in storage. An absolute... Look at this. Look at this. He doesn't know the player's there. Hits the shot. And tags up the Deimos. Ella almost getting the kill. Holy. Holy. What a shot. From the Ella. Deimos needing that information to know that he can make the plays on this Ella. Unfortunately, too far away to actually get any meaningful shots here, but he's going for the aggressive play on the Deimos. Both players know where each other are, but who can hit the head? That is the question. He's going to guess where the player is on the vertical. Almost gets at the bullet trace, going straight past. Straight past the Ella on site. Drops down garage. Ella in for the pre-fire. Mr. Zaxxon knowing where Ella is, but Ella's rotated deep into A. Doesn't know that the player is now playing in storage. Will the Ella go for the pre-fire? Around the corner, Mr. Zaxxon, not knowing that he's about to walk into the crosshairs of Ella. Ella holding the wrong side of the single window. Doesn't know that the Deimos is playing close in storage. Goes to swing the window. Misses, reloads. He is 1 HP. 15 seconds left on the board. Ella runs. The shot nearly goes from Deimos. Goes to the rotate. Tags him up. Goes into vending. And decides he has one option that's left is to stick to plant. 50. 25. 10. Plant down. Mr. Zaxxon ready for this Ella. But doesn't look in the right direction. And Ella gets the kill. Barbecue Boss picking up. Round 6, 5-1 on the half. What a close round coming down to the last millisecond. Just like in real football. When the goalie is protecting the penalty, you look 2 ways and you guess. And unfortunately, Mr. Zaxxon guessed incorrectly. The Ella could have been rotating all the way around from vending into games, down cargo hallway. But he decided to rotate straight through sight and came the other way and caught him with his back turned. What a round. Getting the plant down on 0 seconds. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant round. That is some good siege if I've ever seen it. I'm just going to get rid of the map score text, guys, just because I'm going to add it in post. Swap halves. Fenrir and Thorn bands have come out. We saw the Thorn band last time. Melusi, bit of more of an anchor operator. Melusi is a 1 speed. She is very slow now. The Deimos coming out from Barbecue Boss. The drone is being shot. He only needs 2 rounds to win the game, but that's what happened last game when Barbecue Boss, when Mrs. Zaxxon only needed 1. There is no counting out this game yet until it is over. Having some issues with the Melusi placement. It can be a little bit tricky on those corner hitboxes. But Deimos, Barbecue Boss, looking like he's going for a bit of an aqua rush. Straight into cargo window. No drones. In he is. Melusi is still going down. He's going for this aqua rush. He's already top aqua stairs. Melusi back in sight. Still standing up. And he's been targeted. Sitting deep in E-box. Sees the player is all the way in aqua. Tries to go for the pre-fire, but there is a solid wall there. Holy! What? A shot! Oh my god! Mr. Zaxxon with the wall bang without the information even. Just guess. And gets it. Holy Mr. Zaxxon. Hanging on. 3 rounds left for Hungary to break even. Going for the downstairs hold this time. The same order that we saw Barbecue Boss do initially. Mr. Zaxxon shooting out Barbecue's drone. We are now droneless for the rest of the drone phase. To be really particular with those drones, because those drones, you only get 2 of them, unless you're playing either Brava or Twitch. Flores doesn't really count. If that information is gone, you're at a disadvantage on the attack. Barbecue Boss spawning helipad here. Looking for a potential rush, knowing Animus Hatch is soft. Is he just gonna Zoe and run? He's gonna Zoe and run. Zoe and run. Yes. Goes to the hot drop. Inanimus Hatch with the Malusi gadget is there. He's aware of the player. Mr. Zaxxon holding the Animus double window. But looks the wrong way. Zofia sitting in the half wall. Gonna go for the concussion here. He opens the impact. Mr. Zaxxon opening up a 2-way angle now. Going for the pre-fire. Doesn't hear the Zoe close to the window. The concussion stick could be huge for the Zofia. He steps into it. He gets concussed. That's 2 concussions. But what? What? Do not count out Mr. Zaxxon. What a shot. Whilst concussed, removes the Zofia from the round. 3-5. You know how I said it's only 2 rounds for Australia to win? Well, it's only 2 rounds for Hungary to equalize the score. It could go either way here, chat. It could go either way. It's not over until it's over. And it's not over yet. Back in 2019, Australia's best team, Fnatic, went up against FaZe in the 6th Invitational. On Oregon, their second map, the first of which they lost, they were down 1-5 to FaZe. But what happened on Clubhouse? They won one. They won another. They won another. And they won another. All the way to match point. Where Aces on Maestro sat atop Catwalk was in a 1v4. On match point. On the precipice of FaZe winning. He clutches. Oh wait, wrong map. That doesn't happen. But they still win Oregon. And they go in, I'm confusing maps. Aces did not win that map. That was a different map that he did the 1v4 on. That was Clubhouse, my bad. But Fnatic beat FaZe on Oregon and took map 3, proceeding kicking FaZe out of the tournament. Potentially that's what we're going to see from Mr. Zaxxon here today. Mr. Zaxxon going for the storage play, but Barbecue Boss has other thoughts. Going and bending here with the Ying. The Ying in a close quarters proximity like this could be absolutely devastating for the Aruni. Misses the first Candela. Misses the second Candela. Gets the third Candela. Misses the smoke. Gets the 4th smoke. And only has 1 Candela left. None of that utility was used. Unfortunate. But with that, Barbecue Boss opts for a rotate. The player very audible inside of this cargo hallway. Mr. Zaxxon is aware of the player rotating. Goes for the prone hold on this storage door. Goes to the swing. Tries to see the player. Uses the Candela to get rid of the gate. But as soon as he swings, Mr. Zaxxon is lying prone. Waiting for the head. Waiting for the swing. Who's going to win the gunfight? Mr. Zaxxon! The prone DMR wins the fight on the Ying, and it is now 4-5. This game is not over until it is over. And let me remind you, who is on attack on overtime? Barbecue Boss. There is a world here where Barbecue Boss wins out. Sorry, loses out on overtime. Just because he picked attack. Bit of hit, a bit of turntness in the chat. Hey, good to see. Oh, my neck just cracked. That was not a good sound. Mrs. Axon opting for the Rooney here. Study your opponents, chat. Study your opponents. Swapping for the Brava, hoping to win out in overtime. Sorry, hoping to get the gates. The Brava pick is very smart. Brava is one of the few counters, permanent counters to a Rooney, as they are bulletproof and they are explosive proof. The only thing that can blow up an Rooney gate is a Brava drone. Trying to get these Rooney gates off the bat. The Rooney is sat and waiting. One is hacked. Tries to get the drone, but he hacks it. There's one gate gone. Sees the drone. That's one Brava drone down. He has one remaining. Sends it in through E-box. And goes to the hack on the left. Hides the drone. The Rooney can't get it. That is 2 gates gone, but that is both drones gone. He has 1 gate remaining. He just needs to remember to not activate those gates, because if you reactivate those gates now after they're fried, they will damage you. Do not reactivate it, Mr. Zaxxon. Do not reactivate it. Open the long angle into rafters. That is a DMR versus a Para 12. But we forget about the super shorty. We forget that we haven't reinforced IT walls. Brava taking the IT control, a crouch rotate inside of IT, but decides to rotate to E-box and jumps in, taking the map control, unafraid of anything. The barbed wire right here, giving away his position. Mr. Zaxxon holding the long angle with a DMR. It's a Brava versus and a Rooney, both holding the same angle. Walks in. Sees a headbutt. Mr. Zaxxon gets the kill. 5-5. 5-5. I just need to remind you, chat. This was 1-5. 15 minutes ago. Mr. Zaxxon has leveled the scoreline. He now only needs 2 more rounds to win this map. And we will be seeing map number 3. Picking up the Legion as the Rooney, the Azami has been banned. Okay, I would have expected the Rooney to be banned, but the Azami has been banned. Has this been a misclick from Barbecue Boss? There's a potentiality of such. Sees the Legion. Loses his drone. That's unfortunate. The Legion getting both his drone and walls. This last time he forgot to get the IT walls. Absolutely devastating. Barbecue Boss opting for a bit of a downstairs. No, okay, but it's reinforced. Try to get there before the player did, but misses, and the reinforcement is down. A very aggressive play from the Ash, trying to capitalize on the late round reinforcements from the Legion. That was incredibly close. Opting for storage take here. Potentially another Animus hatch drop. He forgot to bring breaches. Opens up the Animus hatch, decides to rotate to cargo stairs. The Legion ready and in anticipation for this drop as he did last time. The Ash is sneaking down cargo stairs. The Legion hears him, the pre-shot go off. He's ready for the shot. Playing on this solid wall here. The drone goes out as bait. Mr. Zaxxon reads into it perfectly. The Ash slow walking up, but the Legion has repositioned far back into sight. Goes to the wallbang, so close. Some damage left on the Ash. Sees the head up high. Some insane shots coming out from Legion. Oh. The wallbang's been traded. Cross soft, but doesn't know that Ash is crossed in. Goes to the swing and the half wall protects, but damage has put Legion as low. Goes to the shot, but Legion hits the shot. Team Hungary, Mr. Zaxxon. Holy crouch peak. Oh my god. What a shot. I thought that was for sure Barbecue Boss's round. And with that, Mr. Zaxxon has taken it back from 1-5 all the way to match point. If Hungary wins this map, wins this round, we are seeing a third map. We are seeing a third map. The Aruni not being banned. Big mistake from Barbecue, as the Aruni is one of Mr. Zaxxon's most favorite operators. The DMR coming in clutch many a time. Running the Deimos instead of the Ying, it appeared Barbecue Boss missed a few Ying Candelas there, unfortunately. Last time we saw this site, the drone being caught out. There's nowhere to go. Oh, there is. I didn't know there was a drone hole there. There is a drone hole there, apparently. The Deimos being picked out. He's got the ping on the Aruni. He can scan and he can rush. He needs this information because last time the Aruni was proned on the ground. Barbecue Boss going for the verticality here, potentially for a vertical Deimos play. The Aruni hears the barricade break and expects the player to be underneath, but Deimos, no. Here's top rafters. Sees the Deimos play. Hits, goes to the shot. Oh my! Oh! Oh my god! Sneaking through, I thought for sure that was Barbecue Boss's round, but somehow, from nothing, Mr. Zaxxon has come back from a 1-5 scoreline and won 6 rounds in a row. He has won 6 rounds in a row. And won map 2. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We are seeing a map 3. Holy cinema. Holy cinema. Holy cinema. We're just going to take a 2-minute break, chat, before we jump into this third and final map. I gotta take a piss, not gonna lie. And Muhammad has dropped us another beautiful graphic, which we're gonna pop in the place of the other one on the screen. Bam! 1-1. Look at that. One of that. Look at that. Give him the channel points. Mod Chelsea on that. How many channel points did you get, Nutty? How many channel points? Drop bare fans in disbelief. Cyril has come through. I gotta hit a leak NGL. I'll be 1 second. Okay, chat, we're back. I need some more water, actually. I'm not back, I lied. Okay. Okay. W. It's absolute poppin'. Absolute poppin'. You voted Team Hungary with 0 channel points. Absolute cinema. Oh my god, okay. Chat. After a absolute incredible comeback from Barbecue Boss and Fortress, taking us to our second map, Night Haven Labs, Mr. Zaxxon reciprocated with his own insane comeback. And we are just on for our final map. An incredible show all the way from quarterfinals. We have had 8 different regions from across the world compete for the glory in the 1v1. Okay. All right. Orange team on attack. Orange team on attack. Team orange team. All right. 3, 2, 1. Let's ride. Make sure to vote in the prediction. Put your channel points in. Get spending, chat. Get spending. Let's get this chat economy going. All right. Our first ban of the night. What will it be? Rooney. Very wise ban from Barbecue. Penguins, please hop in chat for the post-game interviews. Don't say that ever again. What did I say? The Snake and the Malusi off board. These are now target bans that we are getting into. It appears the target banning might be the strat. Mr. Zaxxon starting off with the Thorn. Hopefully putting some of these Thorns in some cheeky places that he cannot get. Once the game's over, Penguins, just hop into my chat and 1v1 World Cup, and I'll drag you into we'll go to Alpha and etc. together. We'll be hate watching Barbecue. Alright. Drone in sight. I wonder if the Thorn sees it. He does. That is drone gone. Hiding these Thorn traps. Very, very cheeky from Mr. Zaxxon. Barbecue Boss going for a break room CCTV push, rocking the Memento frozen skin, just taking 90 control. He's in. He's in. Thorn knows he hears the player. Border's a very small map. He's rushing sight. He's nomading off sight. He's going for a plant here in small. There's nothing that Thorn can do. These nomads What are these plays? He has to tank it. He has to hide. He sees it, but somehow survives. The timing on that was terrible for Barbecue. Goes to the Nomad play potentially, but gets cocky. And Thorn hits the shot. Mr. Zaxxon eliminating Barbecue Boss in the first round. What a shot. Oh my god. Round 1 for Team Hungary. Nomad just with the aggressive plays. Just not ready. Mr. Zaxxon being able to read into that brilliantly. Capcan being pulled out. The Nomad being run again. Hopefully, potentially a rewrite of last round. Capcan was brought against Mr. Nutty on this map with Mr. Zaxxon, and unfortunately, Nutty lost the map in overtime to a Capcan trap. Not to remind him, but that did happen. So maybe something like that might happen here again with Barbecue. Barbecue knows the site is now... Oh, maybe he doesn't see the thing, sees the Capcan, doesn't see the Capcan traps. That is drone eliminated. Great, now he's crying. Who's crying? Oh, Nutty. I'm sorry. Lots of love, Nutty. The Ash Rush, potentially through detention here. That's looks like what it could be. Knows the Capcan is probably overweighting side. Yes, going for the Ash Rush and detention. He's moving. Bit of intensity here. Takes into... decides to run the drone this time. Checking supply. Doesn't actually check supply, but checking customs here as well. Trying to find where the Capcan is playing. Looking for these Capcan traps. Very precautiously, very slowly. Sees the Capcan sitting in bathroom. Hears that the Capcan has rotated back to site. Rushing in. Checking these doorways very carefully. Just in case someone has hidden a Capcan trap here. But Capcan has rotated now to bottom east. Hiding away from the Ash. Thinking that he might be on site. I think he hears the cam pull. Both players knowing where each other because of the default cam. But Mr. Zaxxon catches the Ash off guard. The reposition. Ash must not have heard the cam. But he saw him on the default and gets the pre-fire. A brilliant shot from Mr. Zaxxon. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. 2-0 to Team Hungary. Opting for the vents hold this time. Bit of a different site. That is a cheeky Capcan he has just placed on the main double door. A cheeky Capcan. Barbed wire going down on this vent side. Vent is very, very hard to hold inside of. So you generally want to open up all of the walls here in case someone walks in and hold them above. But that is in a comp play. That is not in a 1v1. The Ash getting the drone in sight. Capcan fully unaware that the drone is sitting there. He knows exactly where that Capcan is. He knows he can now take into bathroom tellers without any contention. However, the Capcan hears the player, rotates, and is ready in a really cheeky position here. Assume the players know where you are, but he goes to the drone. Very wise from Barbecue. Sees the Capcan, sets the yellow ping, and who's going to win the fight? Mr. Zaxxon or Barbecue? Both players lighting each other up very low, about 50-50 on the health. The drone repositions, sees the Capcan rotating towards the winner, but doesn't hear him going to the door, but he takes a safe play and go back to workshop here. Very, very smart from the Ash. Some very, very close shots being exchanged between the two players. Capcan sitting back tight on this workshop A bomb chassis. Barbecue Boss opening up the barbecue wall. See the play and hits the shot! A tight angle you can only win with an ACOG. Well played. Round 3 going to Barbecue Boss. Drop bear on top in chat. Barbecue Turl for dinner. BBQ Turl. We have the hate speech chants going. Some good team spirit. Some good energy. Wow, 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 wow. The Thorn band coming out makes very sense. The Brava band, interesting given that the Rooney is banned, meaning that it can't really do much. Maybe worried for these Capcan traps that he's trying to place. He just wants the safety net of knowing that he won't be running through his own Capcans. The Capcan picked the Zofia. Picked Zofia, a very powerful operator now, given her buff in the last patch. Getting 3 canisters of both concussion and impacts, which is a lot of utility, which can be utilized in many different ways. Many of which would be utilized in a 1v1 for opening softballs. Gets the ping down, rotates the drone. No, he doesn't. He leaves it in sight and repicks an operator. Interesting play from Barbecue Boss there. Now the drone is shot. He knows he can go for the cheeky angle. The long angle down CCTV door. I wonder if that is a play that Barbecue Boss will be privy to. For my also being, yes, Penguin's absolutely a very powerful operator now with his new buff. Barbecue going for the west push this time rather than the east. Opting to go for a regular armory repel, but this long angle might catch him off guard. He goes for the swing. Is he going to catch the player? No, he misses, and Barbecue wins and hits the shot. Capcan, he sees it as he's swinging in, and the pre-fire pays off. 2-2. Both teams are now leveled out. Border is a very, can be defender-sided, but it can be attacker-sided, depending on the type of push and the kind of util that is an option. I just also want to let you know, chat, we are 1 follower away from 300 followers, so if you want to claim the position as the 300th follower, make sure to follow right now if you haven't already. A Capcan coming out again. None of them to actually been hit yet. Potentially wanting to extend some of these Capcans around the map a little bit. Now that the drone has been shot, he can place his Capcans in very cheeky positions. Onside the break room door. That is a place that the Nomad has rushed from previously. He opts to not put it on the scaffold door, just on the breakable agent, just because he wants to save them for sight, as he may not push there. That might not be a common push he ends up going for. The Nomad, knowing it is a Capcan, decides to go for the drone in case he's holding that long angle. Sees it safe and opts. Oh! He does not see the Capcan, who is lurking right next to him. The timing could not have been crazier. Here's the player opening the armory door. Does know that the Capcan is playing very close on that armory door. The drone goes in. The drone gets shot. And the Nomad goes to the aggressive push in here on the site. The Capcan holding that tight angle, ready for the Nomad to walk in. Backs off a bit deep sandwich. Here's the flashbang pulled out. Repositions. Seeing if the Capcan could be sitting half wall here. Unaware of position. Goes for the deep flash. Catches him out. Goes to the Nomad just in case. Realizes the player is not there. Knows to be playing sandwich. Goes to the pre-fire on the Nomad. Very close to this Nomad charge. It could hit him if he's not careful. He runs in deep. There's a flash, but Capcan swings and wins. Barbecue caught trying to make a play that Capcan is just ready and waiting for. Very, very well played by Mr. Saxon. The Capcan winning out against Australia on that round, reclaiming the lead and trying to take it to a 4-2 half on the defense. The final round of the half being played out. Mr. Zaxxon, for the first time this series, in all of this tournament, going for an Ella play. Very interesting. The Scorpion coming out here. Who do we think will win this one? The Scorpion or the R4C? Sees the player, sees the Ella. Knows that he's going to be a little bit more safe for the rush here, potentially. Could be going for another one of those rushes. Needs to stop 6 picking. Sorry, like, attacker re-picking. Whilst his drone is still in a shootable position. That is now twice that has happened. Barbecue Boss, I'm calling you on that one personally. Silly goofy mode, okay? There's a drone hole right there. Hopping on the Twitch, potentially trying to get these Ella mines. Interesting. I would expect a little bit more of a faster play from Barbecue. Goes to the passport. Ooh, the passport hold. Opening, ooh, checking cams. Doesn't see where the switch is coming from. Damn, default down. Knows the player is somewhere near detention passport, somewhere in between. Here's the player rotating east stairs. Wary that they are, could be either. Knows, but now knows that the player is on east after shooting down that barricade. However, east cam has been shot by the Twitch. Here's the Ella vault over through the glass. Knows the player has been rotated back to site. Takes the east control. Is trying to get the vault in prompt, but doesn't. The Ella holding tight on the left side. Tags up the Twitch. Who wins? The Toes or the Scorpion? The Scorpion got the Toes got shot. Drops main lobby. Drops waiting. Swings around. Knows where the Ella is, playing tight on this cut in. Swings for the double door. Needs to know where the Ella is playing. Who gets the pre-fire? It's a... Goes to the wallbang. Gets a couple shots on. Sees the Twitch, but the Twitch wins it out. The F2. An absolute powerful gun. What a shot from Barbecue. 3-3 on the half. A dead even game so far. Now we swap sides and the band's reset. I'm going to see what operator's going to be coming off the table this time. I'm expecting a Denari from Mr. Zaxxon. Yes. And the Dokubi is off board as well. Looking for a Zofia by Mr. Zaxxon is an interesting band. The Mirror one makes a lot of sense. The Zofia was being run a lot in our last map by Barbecue and by both players. Maybe that util is just too powerful to handle. Barbecue Boss running the Aruni, giving Mr. Zaxxon a little taste of his own medicine. The DMR, a very powerful gun in the hands of someone with good aim. Well, actually, it doesn't even need to be good aim. Missing body shot. If I'm being real. Oh, I thought with the Aruni he'd open up the head holes, but decides to close it off and play it nice and safe. Aruni gates going up on all doors just to be nice and cautious. The double Aruni, barbed wire, and Aruni gate is a bit devious, I must say. The ace now spawning, taking into break probably here. Going for a very conservative take, opening up the walls and taking map control. Sitting still for a couple seconds. Decides to end up for the drone now. Looking for this east pressure. Sees that triple wall is soft, but knows that all of archives here is reinforced. Sees that it is fully clear and decides to walk in and take the map control. Barbecue Boss, unaware of where the position of this player is looking at cams now, trying to find where the player is. Potentially hears this player now in east, but Mr. Zaxxon is fully unaware of the position of the Aruni deep in sight. This DMR have been an absolute caveat. Looking to open up this archives single wall. Who's going to win? A DMR ACOG or an AK-12 with an ACOG? Both very powerful guns. He knows he's holding the long angle from Africa. Clears the Aruni gate with the flashbang. But who wins? The AK-12 gets a body shot. And a few bullets fly out from Mr. Zaxxon. That DMR, one shot equaling 50 health. Goes to the pre-fire. That was so very, very close. Triple wall being open now. Mr. Zaxxon able to hold this long angle. Barbecue Boss unaware of his position. And is questioning himself. He is nervous. He is shaking his boots. Both players. He barely misses the head. Knows the player is now crouched under that half wall. Is he going to go for aggressive play? But he loses his head. What a shot. The absolute patience from Mr. Zaxxon on the Aruni for a clean one tap. Takes the first round of the second half. 4-3 on the board to Hungary. Wow. Bang, bang, bang. What operators are we going to see this time round? Barbecue hopping for, deciding to hop back onto the Scorpion. Picking up the Ella. And Mr. Zaxxon returning to the ace of his previous round. Returning to a top floor hold here. Potentially, Barbecue needs to play it safe, play it chill, play it slow. Getting a little bit impatient, raising his head. The patience paying off for Mr. Zaxxon. Mr. Zaxxon reading Barbecue Boss's playstyle perfectly in that situation. Any other player, he would have wasted his time outside the building, but Mr. Zaxxon was able to make the play by being patient because he knew Barbecue Boss would peak that. Barbecue Boss is more of an aggressive player, more of that LATAM style. Pre-fire, everything. Gets the drone in the last second. Ace going for a valley push here. Walking up into the vent scaffold. Barbecue Boss sitting atop east stairs, waiting for an east push. However, Ace is sat on the west, on the other side of the map, not the west side, sorry, the south side. Both players sat, looks the wrong way! I am speechless! Took the words out of my mouth. Oh my god. Barbecue taking the gamble on what side the ace was. The drone coming out at the exact same time. But Ace winning the gunfight. The Ella perplexed in the position of the player. Oh. Team Hungary winning it and taking the lead 5-3 on border. Team Hungary only needs 2 more rounds to win this grand final. This is the final map. This is map 3. Absolute Cinema. Please spam in chat. Pandit. Absolute Cinema. Absolute Cinema. Absolute Cinema emotes. I want to see them going in chat right now. Right now. Free emote. It's a free emote. By the way, 1 follow away from 300. Make sure to follow right now. You can be my 300 followers and have lifetime bragging rights. Barbecue Boss opting for the ace once again. Sorry, Mr. Zaxxon opting for the ace once again. Barbecue Boss hopping on to the Aruni once again to potentially give Mr. Zaxxon a taste of his own medicine on the DMR. Last time, he was impatient and peeked his head over the half wall. Near sandwich. But this time, he might play a bit more of a longer game. Mr. Zaxxon, sitting deep in armory, sees the drone potentially, or is aware of the drone's presence. Ace taking the east stairs, seeing it's now clear. A minute left, a minute down on the board. We're getting these preliminary map control. This long angle from Aruni is what Barbecue lost to in the previous round. The ace going for the exact same east side play he did last time. Aruni is aware of the player now on the triple wall. Barbecue going for this archives wall opening once again. The Aruni versus the Ace in the ACOG DMR battle. That is the question. Repositions on the left side, watching for the east door. Holding a tight pixel. Look at that. Only 2 pixels available on the screen. King Bob, this is the grand final, brother. I'm not gonna lie. Very much too late. But there's okay. There will be another one of these in the future. Make sure to join the Discord to be aware of the organization of it. Barbecue Boss shooting at the drone. No drones left from the side of Ace. The patience, will it pay off? Will Barbecue Boss get greedy and swing this once again? Trying to get that quick pick on the Ace. Getting rid of the Aruni gate. He now has 3 different angles he can swing from. Who will win? The Ace of the Aruni about to swing the gun. Sees the shot. Tags up the Ace. The Ace now down 30 HP. Holding a long angle. Will the patience pay off? It's the same angle as last time. Both players playing pixels, barely seeing each other's heads. 13 seconds left on the clock. The barbed wire goes. Mr. Zaxxon falling back. Sorry, Barbecue Boss falling back deep into the thing, holding a pixel on the player. But he hits the shot! Through the cubby window. Through small window. Holy shot from Barbecue. Bringing back a round. He is not out of it yet. Just as we saw last game, it is not over until it is over. Despite him being down a round, Mr. Zaxxon was down 4 last game and ended up winning 6 defensive rounds in a row. Barbecue Boss opting for a bit of a trap play this time, potentially downstairs, putting these thorn gadgets near destructible agents can be very sneaky, as they are one-shot kills, not because of the thorn trap themselves, but because of their fire that comes with it. They can also be paired with a Capcan. Very good drone from Mr. Zaxxon here, looking into waiting room. Sees the entire site, sees the thorn played. That's all the information is needed. This is one of the first times we have seen a drone pre-placed and not just sent into sight this whole entire game. Let's use this information for later. See if he's rotating. If you're in a safe position and you didn't know information, you have these pre-placed drones to get coverage across the map. This is a good play from Mr. Zaxxon. He needs this for future. Barbecue Boss setting up sight, waiting for the push from the Nomad. Nomad's still patiently sitting on this cam, sees he's inside and goes for a play. Barbecue Boss is already on the rotate, playing for a very safe bunker site. He is set up, but there is no rotate. So if he gets stuck inside a bathroom with this Nomad, there is no way out other than taking those Nomad gadgets. If he can get inside without getting thorn trapped on those windows, and Nomad off site, he could get a plant down and win the round. Trying to find this player. Sends the drone in, getting a little bit more coverage on where this thorn is, and sees that she is still in bathroom. Potentially a quick play here from Nomad. Goes for a breach charge in break room, potentially an angle I'm not aware of, into bathroom hallway. Not quite what I, yeah, that's probably what I thought you would be able to see. Not too much, very deep. Unfortunately, the destruction is not very accurate, unfortunately, and it has left some wooden paneling there that he can't quite see through. A very small angle into... Ooh, that is an angle. Into bathroom door there. Well played from the Nomad. Puts a Nomad charge on site. placing these quite wide to get a lot of coverage, but in a place where they can be shot. This might backfire on the Nomad. Hope you realize that it is a thorn and that there are thorn traps on those windows. And there is also a barbed wire on those windows. As soon as he jumps in, that is round over. Round over. And we have an equalized game, chat. We have an equalized game. 5-5 on the board. 2 rounds either way would end in a victory. It could be either player. We have no idea. This is incredibly tense. And I am here for it. Alright. Barbecue opting for a Lucy play. A ventilation hold, something we haven't seen. The secondary shotgun coming out is a huge play. We don't see many rotates in these 1v1s. Especially from Barbecue. He has opted for players without the ability to make rotates. Sees the player, sees the info. Get that drone out of there ASAP, Mr. Jackson. Get it out of there ASAP. Get it out of there ASAP, Mr. Jackson. It's hiding, and it's caught. Going for a full backside room for potentially the bathroom walls. The sledge pick, an interesting pick. We haven't seen a sledge tonight. Potentially trying to get a bit of a quick play with the hammer entering into passport. Where are we going? Where are we going? Potentially tellers here. An interesting play from Mr. Zaxxon. Opening up that teller's window. Barbecue Boss is none the wiser. Trying to figure out still where to place all of his Malusi Banshees. Mr. Zaxxon going for a drone here. Good side info, and here's the player still setting up in ventilation. Knows he can take this. However, all of that backside is reinforced. He has to enter through the workshop door. Now this Malusi is playing deep in ventilation and has caught the sledge off guard a little bit about which angle he could play. He could be anywhere. Throws a nade deep into side. His nade goes off and knows the player is nearby. Tries to find this thing. You'd probably check what gadgets are on the door. And maybe you might want to nade them. Yes, there is a Banshee to the right there when he walks in. I would nade that. Mr. Zaxxon, I would nade that. Or he could just sledge in and walk in. Hey. Seems to be the play he's going for, but Barbecue is watching it. And we, chat, are on match point. We are on match point. Team Australia is 1 round away from winning the Siege 1v1 World Cup. We have seen all 3 maps. We have seen overtime. We have seen comebacks. What a series to secure and finalize this tournament. We have got a Goyo play. An operator we have not seen this series at all. And the Deimos. Who will win between the 2 of the players? The Goyo or the Deimos? Here's the drone, goes to find it. It's stuck in the bookshelves. He doesn't see it. He doesn't see it. He doesn't see it. He doesn't see it. I'm just getting something up, chat. The Goyo can is just stacked on the archive side. Mr. Zaxxon ready to push in. Hopefully knows that these players, these Goyo canisters are on the archives side and rotates for an armory push. Something he hasn't done so much as of yet. The armory wall's only just being reinforced. He knows the player is on armory and decides to rotate for that archives push. The drone inside is absolutely huge. That impact grenade, if too close, would have ended in that Goyo canister taken off. We have break room control, 40 seconds down. That's good map control for Mr. Zaxxon. Drone going out, trying to find out where this Goyo player is. He needs to win this round because if he doesn't, the game is over. This is a lot of pressure on for Mr. Zaxxon right now. Finds the Goyo. Oh, maybe. Yes, he does. He sees him. He knows the Goyo is playing Armory half wall and is going to go for a Deimos track. He is on. Sees the player and goes for a pre-fire through the wall. Knows that the player is sitting here and is all down to this gunfight. Two players going for wall bangs, going for pre-fires. It is intense. The Deimos gun being brilliant at soft destruction, opening up a lot of these long angles that the AK can take against the Vector. Opening up an impact to potentially distract the player to Fountain. Worried that the player is potentially sitting 90 here. Pops the first Goyo, minute 15 left. Each Goyo canister lasts 20 seconds. He has 3 stacks on that side. That is a minute that he can deny that door for Mr. Zax. Has to rotate. Here's to rotate. Goes to the pre-fire. Nearly hits the head. If that was not hard, he would have hit that. That would have been a headshot. Oh my god. Rotates armory door. Barbaco's aware of this. He's gonna pop the canister. He waits. He waits. He waits. He waits for the player to walk in. He waits for the Deimos scan. He pops it. There's nothing Mr. Deimos can do now besides not get wallbanged. Oh! How close. Decides to rotate back to archives. Goes to the beepers. There are no canisters here. There are 3 canisters on this door. He can pop this. Goes to the swing. He hits the shot. 20 seconds left in the clock. Both players Goyo very low. Hits the shot in small. And that is overtime, chat. That is overtime. Mr. Zaxxon going for the fast plays. Catching Barbecue off guard. Running. Rotating. 6-6. We return to defense for Hungary. Remember, this was a 3-3 defense-sided map and a 3-3 attacker-sided, both sides being very equal all the way up to the last minute on this map. It could go either way. Do not count out one person for it because they're starting on defense or attack. Mr. Barbecue Boss, go opting for the Twitch. Mr. Zaxxon, once again on the cap gun. We have seen 1 overtime, and now we have seen 2. An unprecedented event in a best of 3 of 1v1s. The first inaugural 1v1 World Cup goes to map 3 and goes to overtime on map 3. Absolute cinema. Mr. Zaxxon shooting out the Twitch drone. The first drone of Twitch. Not a Twitch drone. Not terrible for Barbecue because Barbecue does have 4 drones total on the Twitch. Double cap can on the site door there. Barbecue going for a west push. Like he has previously. Potentially going for a reinforcement. Baits the Rio on the main wall. Left it soft. He goes to the wall bang. It was so close. That could have been a headshot. That could have been round, chat. That could have been round. Mr. Zaxxon playing it very, very cautiously. Holding this tight angle. Making sure he doesn't get wall banged through the soft wall. 1 Twitch drone in. Of 2. And he gets the cap cans off the door. That's a big relief. 2 cap cans down for the Twitch. Opting hop in. Banana window here. Rotating through into break and taking this break room control very quickly. Going for the archives, checking all the cheeky doors. You can put capcans on these doors. Very, very smart. Barbecue checking every angle. Capcan holding the Song Eagle. Second drone going in. He sees it. He doesn't know where he's checking these. He hops out while the Twitch is on the drone. That could have been huge, but Mr. Barbecue Boss is able to read into it. Here's the player rotating 90 potentially. No, he doesn't. Checking the 90 cam. Twitch holding a long out on the capcan. And Mr. Zaxxon hits the shot that he needs to hit. You have to win those gunfights if you want to win the championship. The F2 losing out. Mr. Zaxxon picking up the round. Absolute cinema. Team Hungary leading overtime. Barbecue Boss on the back foot now. Barbecue has to win this round or this whole tournament is over. It comes down to this moment. The Goyo being re-picked once again by Barbecue Boss and the Deimos coming out once again. Opting for the same site, sitting archives, tellers. Just needs to not get caught in those last few seconds. Deimos needs to get this ping out, otherwise the utility is not useful. Bam, he gets it. Ping out, ready to go for these Deimos scans. Gets the drone out safely, gets it back in sight. Powerful drone position to Mr. Zaxxon. Oh! Almost impacts himself. That would have been GG's. Thankfully not. It's the 180 and almost gets Mr. Zaxxon's drone. Mr. Zaxxon with the ping, ready for this Deimos scan. He's on it. You see, his head is shaking. He's ready to hit these shots. Getting these walls reinforced. Mr. Goyo sat tight on site. Deimos checking for this long angle. Goyo for an aggressive play inside of break room. These are the plays that Mr. Zaxxon has been, Mr. Barbecue Boss has been known for. But he gets caught out on the drone. He knows that he's off site, so he's going to try and take an aggressive play into Armory. But he decides to fall back. Goyo instantly rotating, hearing that barricade being shot. And this track is on Deimos versus Goyo. Who's going to win? Who's going to win the pre-fire? The Goyo or the Deimos? Knows the player is rotating. Tries to hit the wallbang through small. Still sitting pretty on the armory wall. The wallbang's attempted to go out. No shots landed yet. Both players exchanging bullets to no one's heads. All have missed. Going for the pre-fire into Fountain. Very aggressive plays from Mr. Zaxxon. Opening up these head holes along Fountain Wall. The Vendetta doing a very, very good softball damage. Does the pre-fire. The Goyo is ready for the player in 90. Knows he's there. Knows he's rotating. Just needs to not get caught out on the wallbang. Mr. Zaxxon going for these pre-fires. If Mr. Zaxxon can bait out this, don't shoot, don't shoot, Barbecue Boss, don't get up, still, bait out this Deimos scans. He only has one left, and you have the Goyo canisters. You can play on time here. Mr. Zaxxon has the drone in sight, trying to find the Goyo canister, or the Goyo player, rather. Hears that the player is on the drone and knows that he is sitting somewhere in Fountain, and the Goyo knows exactly where he is. He has one more scan, and Goyo has one more canister. Goes to the pre-fire with the AK. Sitting tight in Fountain. Tries to go for the pre-fire. Nearly hits the angle into beepers. 40 seconds left on the clock. Barbecue Boss holding the head holes. Mr. Zaxxon holding the head holes in a second. He's got one more scan. This is the last scan. Goyo needs to win this gunfight or the game is over. The Goyo canister goes off. He tries to swing, but there's a metal half wall. Do not peek. Do not peek, Barbecue Boss. 20 seconds left on the clock. The Deimos has to rotate because he cannot enter. He knows this. And Barbecue Boss hits the shot on 90. We are seeing all 15 rounds. Holy cinema. Holy cinema! 7-7. Match point overtime on map 3. What a game this has been. The Nomad and the Kapkan, the two operators that we have seen from both of these players consistently. The good old reliables. Opting for a teller's bathroom hold. He won Armory. He has to go downstairs. Some consider this a slightly weaker site. Unfortunately, he has the Kapkan, but he has no impacts. Here's the drone. Drone gone. Kapkan knows the aggressive players come out from the Nomad. He's getting the hatch. He is bunkering himself in sight. Nice and safe. Putting these Kapkans on all the spots he can, scattering them around the map. Hoping that one hits. That one might. Barbecue Boss taking aggressive map control, moving quickly, checking the scaffold window. Going for the east control. He's quick, he's in. The Kapkan is aware of the position and rotates the passport. A cheeky angle. If he sits here and isn't drone, that could be dire for the Nomad. It's checking all door frames for these Kapkans. Does he know that you can put a Kapkan on this door? He sees it. He pushes and takes east control. However, the Nomad is not privy. Now he is. So the Kapkan sitting in passport. But he doesn't know his passport. He thought it was in the waiting customs doorway. The Kapkan sitting very tight in this cheeky angle. The Nomad is not aware of his position. Anything could happen here. Minute 15 on the clock. The Kapkan's still stuck inside a passport. The Nomad is not checking that angle. He does not know that the Kapkan is here. The Nomad is waiting for the perfect time for the... He hears it. He hears the player in passport. He's aware. The crouch and uncrouch let the Nomad know. Now it is down to this single gunfight. A long angle. Hits a shot. The Nomad is low. And he has trapped the Kapkan inside of passport. A flashbang goes in. He walks up. He goes straight to sight. Nomading off sight. He knows the Kapkan's stuck in there. A minute left on the board. He is nomading off every doorway that he possibly can. Plant going down. He has to tank one Nomad. He has to tank this Nomad. That's one down. Plant going down. He has to take sight. If he jumps through that window, that's another one. And there's another one on that door. Now all he has to do is hold the angle. The bomb is down. 39 seconds. There is a Nomad on the door and there's nothing he can do. All he can hope is he gets flung out far away from that door or hits the shot that he wins. And no! Barbecue Boss clutches it up and wins the Siege 1v1 Grand Final. Oh my gosh! Holy cinema! Barbecue Boss bringing it home for Team Australia! Match point overtime! Oh my goodness! Barbecue Boss with an insane Nomad play, trapping Kapkan out of sight. He almost got the shot on Nomad, but Nomad hurt him, and he played to the advantage of the position that Kapkan was stuck in. He Nomaded it off, and he went for the plant and closed every possible angle back to sight. Kapkan could have won that all the way to the last second. But Barbecue Boss brings it home. Holy cinema! Oh my goodness, I don't think my emotions can handle that. Penguins, please hop in the chat. I'm gonna drag you actually. Let's get in here. Why can't I drag you? Give us 1 second. Alright, there we go. Penguins! welcome to the chat as my post-game analysis question asker.
Hello.
How did you find that game?
It was intense, really intense. Like, I couldn't deal with it at the last minute. It was just absolutely mind-blowing.
Absolutely mind-blowing is a great way to put it. But with that, we have to go talk to the loser and winner of this match. First, we're going to head over to Mr. Zaxxon. I'm going to hit him with a cheeky little... Oh, music too loud. Okay, music off. My bad. We're going to hop into Mr. Zaxxon's chat. I'll see you over there. Mr. Zaxxon. Mr. Zaxxon. Greetings. Oh. I don't know where Penguins went.
Penguin dropped.
Whoopsie. Mr. Zaxxon. That was the most intense game of Siege I have ever watched. Down to the last second, round after round. You played insanely. Some of those rounds, some of those shots were just undisputed, brilliant aim. Okay? You should be very, very proud of yourself, and you have secured yourself 50 USD, but unfortunately, you have lost. But that does not take away from everything that we just witnessed across the last 3 hours. How are you feeling?
Well, I would say I'm still quite elated that it took us 3 whole matches to get to the conclusion. I'm a bit disappointed by the last round, not gonna lie. That air jet felt like it went off as I crouched down. I would have preferred it to come down to like a gunfight at the end.
Yeah.
And maybe to defuse, but it's all right. The matches themselves were top. I was having a blast, to be honest. I think it was quite the show. We managed to make it enjoyable for the watchers, I think. And well, I'm quite happy with myself. Honestly, I thought it was going to be a bit more one-sided on the barbecue side, but
Hello.
I did that quite well. Hello, Pengu.
Yes, no, it was a close match, and I think probably my raid. Who raided us? Crawford! Oh my god, with a party of 9. You have caught us in the post-game analysis of the Siege 1v1 World Cup. We'll get there, but you've just missed it, unfortunately. I have one more twist. 300 followers, Crawford! You're my 300 follower, bro! Okay, W, you get a couple gifted. Okay. Sorry, I'm very loud. I'm very excited. Mr. Zaxxon, tell me about it. That 1v5 comeback. You won 6 rounds in a row. Tell me what was going through your head.
Honestly, I wasn't even watching the round count. I was trying to lock in so hard that I was basically operating from round to round. So I was blank.
I think that's the way you have to be when you're in that situation.
Yeah.
You know, you can't let that scoreline get to you. It's round by round, and you did that, and you brought it all the way to winning map 2. Like, everyone in chat was like, "Oh no, it's over for Hungary," but no, it isn't. It's never over until it's over, and you proved that to us today. Penguins, I want to shoot it your way for the next question. Let us know what you're thinking.
So, Mr. Zaxxon, you played insanely well. Unfortunate for the first game, though. But in the second game, you had that insane comeback. And then in the third game as well, you were really leading. And then it was like one of the most incredible 1v1 displays I've ever seen. And you fought really well. But at the end, what do you think you could have changed in that last couple rounds? Because I saw that You were really
Chat, 1 second while the question be asking. Please don't leave because this game is not over. I have a twist that is going to be revealed in literally a couple seconds. So please do not leave. This is not over. There is another match left. There is one more.
The final Deimos versus Go round, I feel like at like the 45 to like 60-second mark, I should have done a hard rotate and try to put pressure on Barbecue from the other side, because he kind of set up the site quite well with the Goyos. I saw that he had one in archive doors. I haven't noticed that he put down two in archive next to the bomb, so that kind of caught me off guard. But with that knowledge, I should have probably put more pressure on the hallway slash balcony side, and maybe I could have caught him off guard there, but I would say that a plant was, well, improbable.
Yeah, but that, I mean, you played
held-
really
he held
well.
quite
I have to give it to you.
You
Me,
absolutely
Nutty,
played
and
incredibly.
Chelsea were all shouting. But looking back at the whole series as a whole, since this was the grand final, you made it so far. Played against Nutty, played against me. How proud are you to have run this far with Hungary?
Honestly, I think being proud isn't among my emotions at the moment. I'm more overjoyed to be a part of this and to have provided to you guys a nice show and quite an enjoyable experience for myself. So I would say that would be my main emotion right now, just joy.
Hmm.
Mr.
Great to hear.
Jackson, I just have to say that I absolutely respect that, and I think you should still be proud of yourself. A win isn't everything, right? It's the journey that matters. And yes, at the end of the day, that final round is what decided it, but along the whole step of this, you went through so many other perils that you overcame, and you should be proud that you managed to absolutely smash them out of the park. A 1-5 comeback is unheard of, you know? Going to overtime and clutching up that final 1v1 to take that map all the way to 15 rounds. Those are the moments that you need to hold your heart, that you should be proud of, okay? Because that is where the pressure is the highest, and you did it, and you pulled through. So I just want to congratulate you on your performance. Unfortunately, yes, the end score wasn't in your favor, but overall, that matchup was incredible. You should be proud of that.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I think you might be right there.
I'm not to say I'm right, but I think I think that you should be holding that to your heart to some degree.
Very proud of how far you got.
Absolutely. And this is not the end of whatever of this, you know, there may be a Team Hungary Mr. Jackson captain return in the future. Who knows? But
We'll see.
With that, I just do want to farewell you and bid you good luck in your future endeavors. Potentially we'll see you in another, well, most likely we'll see you in another Pandit tournament of some such. But we'll go to head over and talk to Barbecue Boss. I hope you have a good rest of your day, Mr. Jackson.
Thank you very much.
Go enjoy some sunlight and some time outside now that you've been on siege for 3 hours straight. Alright, I'll catch ya. Bye.
Catch you all. Bye-bye.
Mr. Barbecue Boss, congratulations! You are the winner of the 1v1 World Cup inaugural first edition. Oh my god, Team Australia, bringing it home. Can't be more proud. And not to say I was biased at all, but no, Mr. Jackson's incredible and represented Hungary, and it was amazing. But I am Australian, so there is a little bit of that. Tried to be as impartial as possible. I'm never going to say anything, but I'm very, very proud, and congratulations for the win. I'm going to leave it to Penguins for a couple questions, but then I have to tell you something.
Oh, do I have to play someone else?
No,
Okay.
no.
All right.
No.
All right.
Mr. Penguins, do you have a question
All right.
for Barbecue?
So, Barbecue Boss, first of all, massive congratulations. You played really well. starting from the 7-0, then the 7-2, and then now these 3 matches, 3 maps where you came back 8-7 in map 3 overtime, the max overtime. You're facing the massive comeback from Mr. Zaxxon in game 2. But take a breath. How does it feel to be the world champion?
Oh, it feels great, mate. I feel ecstatic right now. But Mr. Zaxxon put up an insane fight. I the first map, I thought I was gonna, come in and show him who's boss, but mate, today I got grilled. Today I got grilled bad. He knew how to hold pixels on like every angle I pushed, and I could never shoot in time, and then I suddenly lost confidence in my aim like halfway through, and then I just started just shaking everywhere and my crosshair went everywhere. I was like, I'm supposed to be beating this guy. So in the end I had to just play the game, and that's what I know at least. So we took it home with that.
And in the last round, the final round, it was really intense. Deimos versus Goyo. Both of you played really, really well. Everything was on the line. Final map. Walk us through that exact last round. What was the call, and like when did you know you had the kill and had the momentum? Like what was going through?
Yeah, on that second last round, we obviously played that matchup the round before, and I was slapping myself because I knew I should have won that matchup, because there's no way, because he stays outside a lot of sight a lot, and just so if I can tick down that timer with those Guirs, then I definitely get it over the line. But I'll be honest, the Deimos had me a little freaky with that one, but we brought it back.
Hell yeah.
Well,
And lastly, I've got one last question, and then I'm gonna let you go celebrate. You just brought back the World Cup trophy, most insane final siege ever that I've ever seen, at least. What is your message to everyone in chat back home celebrating this right now? Like all of your friends.
Thanks for all the supporters. Shout out Dodgy. Shout out Oleg. Shout out Big Z123. Shout out the Stomp, and congratulations on hosting this wonderful event, and thank you.
well, with that, Mr. Barbecue Boss, I need to invite you to a new custom game. Get in here, because we are playing the boss battle, the final round. You will be going up against me, Bandit, for a chance to double your money. This is for 200 USD on the one and only map. Hold up, it's not in this playlist. Let me make it. Oregon. We will be playing a first to 7 pro league on Oregon. I have to create a whole new bloody playlist. Of course I do. Oh my god. But you are facing me in the matchup for $200. Is my music too loud? Is music too loud? Maybe it is, but it's over. So let me get this set up, and we're gonna get straight into this game. Holy cinema. All right, how many rounds? I need pro league settings, game, custom game. Why is there not Oregon in that? All right, 5 years ago. That doesn't do. Rule book OPL. Okay, that should hopefully do. How long ago was this? Please be. Okay, it doesn't count. Okay, far out. It's 14 rounds. Fuck. Why isn't this available? This is really awkward. Oh my god. Okay. We'll play the boss battle one more time. Okay. All right, that'll get us going. Yeah. Okay. Game normal, pro league, fan timer, 15, half defender, roll swap 6, okay.
I'm here, sorry about that.
No, you're okay. Over rounds 12,
Is it Pro League settings?
12 or 14 versus 7. Can someone no turn down the music, Mr. Pandit? Oh my god! All right, no one likes the music. Okay. What? The music's not even that loud. Oh shit! I'm gonna take a risk. It says 12 or 20. All right, hold on. Let me count it out. Oh, this is so confusing. Because if it, sorry.
Does it include overtime rounds?
Pro League set Pro League game custom.
It's first to 7. It's first to 7, so like total 12 rounds.
Is it 12 rounds?
12 rounds with 3 rounds of extra time.
Okay. 12 rounds with 3 rounds of overtime. Overtime score difference 2.
No, you can't do overtime score difference of 2 because that means if you just win by 1, then you wouldn't win, and you'd have to do infinite overtime.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah. That is infinite overtime. Rotation parameter is 2. And then rounds played. Pick phase is 15. Operate HP. Okay. Cool. And then alright. Plan duration 7. Prep phase 45. Round 180. Alright. I think it's good to go. And if it's botched, we'll just pause and we'll rehost. But it should be fine.
No stress.
Okay.
No stress, mate.
Okay. Create as player. Here we go. I'm gonna give you defense on this, and so there's that defender advantage. But with that, Mr. Barbecue, I'm gonna invite you and hop into our channel Bravo, and I'll see you on the other side of this match. Chat, you'll be watching my perspective for this. How interesting. Okay. Are we ready? I can end it. Team, choose outcome. Team Australia. All right. Let's get this. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Wait. Hold up. I have to make it ugly, chat. I have to make it ugly. Alright, here we go, chat. 3, 2, 1. Holy cinema. Let's get it, chat. Let's get it. Alright, me against Team Australia. Australia versus Australia. This is going to be intense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, that's right. Alright. I'm gonna start off with the Ash. Oh, no bans. Fuck. Type your bans. Oh my god. Holy, Deimos and, Capcan. Sorry. Denari and Capcan. Hopefully he's not Denari. Oh, he's a Rooney. Alright, chat. It was too intense, I got distracted. I know, I need to lock in, chat. I need to lock in. I hear a spawn peak from the Rooney. I think it... I heard the spawn peak, bro. I heard it. I thought it was armory window because it sounded so far away from my little drone, bro. That's why he's the champion. Light work. I know, I know. Going for the basement hold here. Okay. The champ does whatever he wants. Okay, chat. Okay, chat. I know I need to lock in. I'm cold. He's been playing all night. Getting the rotates in, I can hear him. Mr. Zaxxon wouldn't have died like that. Alright. Alright, it's 1 round, chat. It's 1 round. It's 1 round. Round 2 going to barbecue. Double audio and no commentary? I know. Double audio. My bad, chat. My bad, chat. Thank you. Feels lonely. I can commentate while I'm playing. He's going to be going for the kitchen hold here. Maybe I should swap it up. Maybe I should swap it up. Or should I just keep running the Ash? Barbecue, barbecue, barbecue picking up round 2. Pandit. Unable to secure a round, being a little too aggressive into that freezer play, hoping he could just hit the shots, but barbecue hits them on him instead. Trying to figure out where this player is. Going for the dining hold. I'm not sure of what player it is. Who's on the barbecue? Alright. Drop bears eat pandas for breakfast. I'm getting roasted in chat. That's alright. We can bring this back, chat. This isn't over. This is 1 round. This is 1 round. Yes! Round 3 going to the big Pandit. Big W's in the chat. Plant down. Headshot on the Aruni. Get off me! Get off me! Who rules the sky? Pandit! Can't fly. Oh shit. No, Aruni. Lol, too late? Alright, W. I gotta get off the Zoe here. I think we go for a buck play. Get that soft destruction. Fraud it trying to rattle the champion. Why are we on team? Alright, we sent the drone in and lost it. Gotta check for spawn peaks, chat. We gotta check for spawn peaks. Alright. And just like that, actually, I'm gonna change my spawn. It's too late. Big Mr. Barbecue getting caught on the drone. How is double audio on? I just turned it off. Fuck! Barbecue hits the shot! Some nasty work from Barbecue, bro. Some nasty work. As soon as he plays, the professionalism leaves. I know. Drop bears, eat pandas for breakfast. I'm getting teamed on, bro. I'm getting teamed on. They're gonna go downstairs here. And with that, I'm gonna swap it up. Back with coffee to see Panda get his bum whooped. Alright. Alright. I'm not going to shoot default so I don't alert attention to my position. But we're going for a rush here, chat. We're going for a rush. We win those. We win those, chat. We win those. We win those. Final round of the half. Barbecue boss, 100%. Okay. Sure. Watch me get destroyed. Okay. Microwave with the 1 cheer. W. Potentially going for a downstairs hold again. Gonna donate the drone for the scan. I should have gone the other way. I was thinking about it. Oh wait, no, Dokkaebi. Oh shit. Sorry. Forfeit round. I played a band up. Absolute no brain. I picked a band operator. Okay, bands. Doke and Demos. And no Fenrir, alright. I can't run the boss G here because it's in the rulebook, but I'm just SMG 12ing it. Good play. Good aim! I'm not using the boss G. I'm not using the boss G. Accident. I keep forgetting to change my illegal plays by Pandit. Hit the pink black ice. Hits me with the pre-fire of a century! And we're down 2 rounds. I need to take some of my own advice and play a little bit more on the lower side. You said no Elo, no Fenrir. I can play it. I can play this, bro. W roast pork. How did that homing missile me? Yeah. Holy homing missile! Copium! Oh my god, I'm being thrown around right now. Who should I ban? Who should I ban? Doke Damos and... Sentry? Alright. Final boss looking like tutorial. This is my first game on today. Plus I've been up since 6 AM. Where's the players you see in clear how? Alright. Average shooting range enemy. Okay. He's gonna come big window. I hear his footsteps. Sit down! Sit down, bro. This is not over yet. This is not over yet. I have to win all of these defenses. I have to pull a Mr. Barbecue Boss comeback. The drop panda. Holy cinema. Make a wish ass round. Okay. Why am I reinforcing elbow? I don't want to extend into elbow. I heard him, 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 I heard him. I shouldn't have swung like that. GG. Ha! No, I gave him the round because I wanted him to win. That's what happened. That's what happened. I felt I have sympathetic round. Sympathetic win. GG's, Bobby Boss. GG's. It's okay. 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 copium by me. I'm on copium right now. It's the only way I can keep a straight face and not scream at a wall. It's okay.
So much nicer playing someone on ping, bro.
I know. And not for any excuse, but it was my first game of the day. So
Dude, and I was like, oh really? Like play Panda, and he's just really tired, and then he just.
yes, you get it. Please, someone in chat, please be nice to me as well. No, I'm kidding. It's cool. Whatever, you know, you've won fair and square a 2x multiplier on your prize pool. I thought that'd be a fun way to end it.
That was really nice touch, actually.
No, you've played very well, and congratulations to take up 200 USD. And you should be very proud. And I think you have earned yourself as badge as captain of Team Australia in a future potential 5v5 tournament. You know, we did start with the 1v1s, but we're gonna try and represent the Esports World Cup here. You know, we'll do something similar, or maybe we'll do another tournament with like 3v3s and a lot more regions or something if we can figure it out. So, but with that, congratulations. We'll figure out the logistics of the cash money in a sec. But do you have anything to say after this tournament?
I'm really grateful for like all the effort that you and Andrew as well on the whoever the Discord mod is put in for the tournament. Like everyone's putting in the hard yards, man. And lots of beautiful people that put this together.
No, and thank you for being a part of it. I couldn't have done any of this, and this goes out to everyone who has played in the tournament. I could not have done this without your volunteering your time for this tournament. I'm super, super grateful that I get to connect with all these people around the world and make something like this happen. Like this tournament wouldn't exist without the people playing in it. Like I'm just face at the top. Like it's you guys, it's barbecue, it's you, man. Like playing, being passionate, showing up, being, you know, incredible people, reliable, and being able to be here and believe in, I guess, my channel and stuff I'm trying to do. So I really, really, really appreciate it, and I want to send a thank you back to you, barbecue, and as well as everyone else who played. Thank you so much. Yeah. Well, I'll catch you around for sure in the ranked pool. Potentially you can slam me.
I will see you.
Slam me again. I hope you have a good night. I'll catch you soon, man. Bye. Chat, I just want to say before we end stream here, a big thank you to everyone who was. I wish we could have heard him. Yeah, I got Discord muted. Sick. Alright, well, my bad. Sorry. I'm figuring out the OBS system still, but GG's chat, thank you so much for being a part of this event. Now, the fun part is I now get to go home and edit this into a video, all like 40 hours of gameplay. It's not that much, it's like 16, and there'll be a video in the next couple of weeks, hopefully. But again, I just want to say thank you to everyone. I want to say thank you to Barbecue. I want to say thank you to Mr. Zaxxon. I want to say thank you to Penguins. I want to say a thank you to Crazy Gamer. I want to say a thank you to OAP. I want to say thank you to Nutty. And I want to say thank you to Gert Nelius. These were the 7 people who participated in this tournament. There would have been 8. Unfortunately, a Columbia player had to pull out. But shout out to Camillo. We had a brilliant time. I had an incredible time casting this. It's the first time I've casted something this continuous and extravagant. I mean, I've done a couple like Go 4s back in the day, but it's been really fun. I mean, I've lost my voice. You can probably tell I've turned it down a little bit now, but I can't be more grateful for like everything that you guys have been able to provide in terms of like your energy in the chat, everyone supporting it, getting behind it, being excited about something. I want to try and start more initiatives like this. Never running a prediction again. No shout out for me. Oh, I'm getting there, Chelsea. But I want to say W to everyone who helped organize it as well. I mean, Chelsea is been awesome lead mod. I'm hopefully getting some more mod application people in the future. We can look at that. But she's been holding down the chat. My crew gave me a bit today. Thank you, my crew. I'm at the very end of the crest release them there. I'm sorry, but like it's just crazy. Like I started this YouTube channel in January, and then I started streaming in April, and across that time we've managed to get 5,500 subscribers on YouTube, and now we've just crossed 300 followers on Twitch and 39 like paid subscribers, and we're averaging 15-20 viewers. Like it's crazy, and like I can't be more thankful for everyone who's taken part in the streams and the videos and enjoyed, and I hope I can give back to you guys something that's worth your time in entertainment. So I mean, that's my goal at the end of the day, is to tell stories and entertain people, because the world is dark enough and grim enough as it is, and I don't really want to contribute to that in any way I can. Like I want to focus on bringing positivity and fun, and I think gaming is a really good way to do that, and I hope that I can do some bigger and cooler things in the future. So yeah, that was a holy cinema like full like circle like tournament. It went amazingly. That grand final was mind blowing, like literally mind blowing. So I just want to say a big thank you to everyone, and with that, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Oh, W graphics, W Nelsie, no, Nelsie, W Nutty. Catch you guys.